This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
Wipe them out, all of them.
Yes, my master.
This is just the beginning.
This is where the fun begins.
Laugh it up.
Impressive. Most impressive. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxies.
For my ally is the Force, and the powerful ally it is.
You have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you.
This is the way.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
You underestimate my power!
Force will be with you, always.
May the Force be with you.
The Force will be with you, always.
Confer on you the level of Jedi Knight the Council does.
What's going on, Sports Jedi Nation? Welcome to the home of the Sports Jedi Nation and, of course, the Smoking Session. It's your boy, BX Sports Jedi Kev. I am coming you live, unfiltered, and we're coming off a crazy week in professional wrestling, from Roman Reigns demanding to be acknowledged on Raw to the absolute heartbreak of Leon Slater on TNA Impact, Gunther rising on SmackDown. We're bringing you all in a powerful collaboration today and a wonderful trifecta, all unveiled under one roof. We are excited we are locking arms with everyone and so forth. Of course, I am rocking it with me, who is holding down the squad. Got PGH Chris, Knucklebrew Haas in the building. And if you're watching wrestling with us, we're just as calm analysis. If you came for that, you're in the wrong spot. We're going to give you it nonstop. We're going to bring the heat. We're going to bring the fuel. We're going to tell you how to fuel your grind with the official sponsor of PGH Chris and affiliate with the Sports Jedi Network, G Fuel Energy. So head over to G Fuel Energy right now. Use your promo code PGH Chris to save 20% off your order. And look, if the booking gets a little messy like this whole entire week, at least you don't have to be messy. You can stay fresh, stay clean, stay match ready. Go to dudewipes.com, Dude Wipes on the Sports Jedi Network. We're wiping out the top petition. Text Dude Save to 59463. And you get a 20% coupon code. And finally, we are powered by Blackout Coffee. Wake up, stand up, never back down. Head out to blackoutcoffee.com. On checkout, use my reference code SportsJedi20 and save 20% on all your premium roasts on the Blackout Coffee brand. All right, the chat is open. The energy is through the roof. The boys are ready. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to hit the smash that like button, hit the subscribe, retweet. Let's ride. Let's go right across with he's back on the road. The big and only Haas Knucklebrew is back with us at home at this confine. Salute.
Thank you, guys. Glad to be here. And to the IWC and to wrestling fans, I want you to do something that I've done today. We worked today. We took a hot shower today, and we walked 5 fucking miles. Let's get in shape. Let's clean ourselves, and let's work. I'm right with you, IWC fans. Let's get it.
Speaking of man who's always clean, but his takes are always spicy, from Pennsylvania, the one and only, the sharpest mind, PGH Chris, what's going on?
If it's nice outside, go do something productive. IWC. It is about to be 95 degrees for the next 2 days, or like high 80s, low 90s. Go fishing. I'm going to go catch me a nice bass. But I'm happy to be here with you guys. Shout out to Haas and Kev. Shout out to the Smoke Sessions, DWE podcast. We're going to have a fun time tonight. We're going to have a fun time on this Saturday, like we always do.
There it is. We got Dr. Love checking in. Aaron is in the building. What up, Aaron? How are you? Salute to you, my friend. All right, man. Where do we want to start off? Listen, I need to talk to you guys about something. I need to start off with something that happened on Wednesday nights. You know, the brackets were announced immediately with the Owen Hart tournament, both men and women. And And by the way, if you want to have your continuous coverage of AEW recaps, reviews, Haas and PGH Chris Wednesdays immediately after Dynamite is over, the post show. Chris, I want to talk about these tournaments. I know Haas got some questions. You want to throw the bracket up and so we can see? We want to start men and women. It's up to you.
Haas, what do you have some questions? I know you weren't here this week. What do you want to start out with, the men's or women?
Oh, let's start with the ladies first. You know how we do it. We got to start with the ladies first.
All right, so I'll kind of get this going here, and then Haas, whatever questions you have, anybody chip in. So this is the bracket for the women's tournament that was announced this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. Lot of concerns, a lot of questions. I think they got these participants all wrong. You have two people that really nobody gives a fuck about, nobody knows. In Sariri and Hakuzi, which they're from Stardom, which the forbidden door concept is, they got Stardom, New Japan, CMLL, all these people. So I understand why they're in the tournament. But again, Willow Nightingale, she's your TBS champion. She needs to be challenging people like Megan Bayne and others to elevate. She should not be in this tournament. This tournament seems like it's designated for Alex Windsor to win. And look, I know a lot of people are saying, I think we're gonna get Ospreay or I would like to see Ospreay and Windsor both whatever go to London. Yeah, I don't want to see that. You people might be the only people that want to see that. I don't want to see it. If I'm being honest, it's not going to happen. I think Athena should win the tournament. This could be her way to finally get out of Ring of Honor and be something in the AEW women's division. It's not going to happen, but this is the bracket. I talked a little bit more about this on Wednesday. I'm going to answer some questions for Haas. I know you have questions. Take the floor away, man, because I've honestly been waiting since Wednesday to hear what you have to say about this.
All right, Chris. I've been watching AEW Dynamite consistently for 2 years now, and I have not seen a Sari match. I don't know Sari. I don't know her, and I do not know Hazuki. So these two women here. Yes, I sound like I'm sneezing. I know, Kev. So thank you. Thank you for blessing me, brother. So the biggest thing about this is, why are we including women that we do not see on regular television in the biggest tournament of the year? This is the biggest tournament. I repeat myself, the biggest tournament of the year. And we are up here getting people that we do not see on the regular. It does not make sense to me. Someone please help me, because I'm a novice AEW fan. I got Chris here who's been here since day one. Educate me, brother.
Again, the only real answer I have for you is you see the logos on the screen right under the title. It's the whole concept is the forbidden door. So again, I'm thinking as a sicko for just 1 second. My thing is, okay, they want to put the people from Stardom. You got Persephone. She has her dual contract with CMLL. You have some New Japan. They want to incorporate a little bit of everything, because where you're having the match is the forbidden door, and that's the whole concept of forbidden door. That's the only way. If that does make sense, that's the only reason I can think of it. Otherwise, I agree. Why the hell isn't Megan Bayne in this tournament?
Yes, brother. Because my biggest thing, we got a fatal 4-way going on at Double or Nothing in next week with all these contenders.
Yeah, 5-hour pay-per-view. Woo!
Yeah, and none of them are in the Owen Hart. Now, if you want to get real wild, we could have expanded the bracket. We could have had a longer tournament and went even longer. I would have dealt with that. But I have too many unknowns in this women's division. And people would say, oh, well, that makes it more spontaneous. And there's no favorites. You're damn right there's no favorites. I don't know these people. And I'm a Mina Shirakawa fan. She's going to probably get jobbed out in the first round. It's rude. I don't understand it.
We got the man in the building. What's going on, KD?
I didn't mean to mess up y'all's groove, man. I had, last night was a vibe, brother. I had to come through and show love to the fellas today. I see Haas and Chris finally here in attendance. They missed the crazy party last
Yeah,
night.
man. Fridays
No.
are always a tough one for me.
I take it back. There was some zesty remarks. I'm pretty sure y'all would have exited the stream. Don't worry about it.
What's his face in the chat last night?
Oh, the guy who called me Charlie Boy the other day. That guy.
Jams or whatever his name is.
No, it was just Nap. No, it was just Nap.
Okay, yeah, I'm
All
not
by himself
surprised.
on the stream. What's up, fellas? Thank y'all for having me again, man. It's always a pleasure to be with y'all. I was hesitant to jump in because I didn't want to mess up this nucleus, man. Y'all really.
Oh, you all good, yeah. You all good, man.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Kev, take it away, man. What do you think about this women's bracket?
All right, here's the thing about the women's bracket. You announce these ladies where they're not really a mainstay on your AEW women's television. You mentioned some names like Megan Bain, Nina Cross, Harley Cameron, and so forth. Names that are and they're not in this tournament. You brought some strangers to the tournament, but then you announced some of these too, like Persephone and the sneezing girl. They're injured. They come immediately to say that they have an injury. They got some injuries. Why? If you want to give us a circumstances of what you're going to say, well, due to injury, they're not cleared. We're going to have someone join them. So just make it a wild card. Just leave it alone as a wild card.
That's another thing that they're not doing this year. And look, I said it on Wednesday, and I'm sorry to cut you off. Why the hell aren't we getting the wild card? This is the one excuse we get 1 year to put a fucking mystery opponent inside of a tournament, and they're not doing it. Why not? This is why, Kev, is because those people that gotten released, they're not 90 days aren't up, and they have no one to do it. That's why.
But you even in that, Chris, keep it a wild card and put even if the wild card doesn't really resonate, you could have still done something. You could have done something. A wild card and have people at least curious to want to tune in who's the wild card, so people could draw viewership and you want to come see it. Maybe it's a big breaker. Maybe someone found the combination on a Guantanamo Bay where they could come in. But no, they made it so predictable. What are we doing here?
Where is Mercedes Moné? I need answers. Where is she? Like a lot of rumors say she may or may not be in labor, may be pregnant. No one knows.
I don't know. I want to see. You know what? We talk about sticks. We need her to pee on a stick.
This is the biggest star, arguably one of the biggest stars in your promotion, and she's not in the biggest tournament.
She has to be. She has to be because, again, dropping all those titles. I mean, we looked at it in the sense of this is going to be a Mercedes comeback story to come back for television. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the case anymore. And I'm with you. I'm with you. We have no star power in this tournament in the women's side. K-Dot, what do you got? What do you got?
My parents always told me as a child growing up, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So look, anybody can be a fan of who it is. Everybody's right, everybody's wrong. It doesn't matter, right? But putting Mercedes in this tournament would be like throwing LeBron James in his prime LeBron, in the G League. Why? For what? Here's my thing. And again, I apologize. I really just broke the rule.
Cook. Go ahead and cook, man.
Yeah. As I look at this graphic with the names on there.
Put it back up there, Chris.
Let me put it back up for you.
Please do.
Got you. That's all I mean. I'm a bad producer, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's
I'm just kidding.
Okay. First off, there's no reason Athena needs to be completing any kind of community service in ROH probation to get to AEW. That's unexcusable. I don't know what the hell is going on there. That there should be no reason that she needs to earn her way. Man, you've been one of the longest ROH women's champion. You know what? You're gonna have to earn your way to AEW. It ain't easy. Meanwhile,
preach, brother, preach.
I'm looking at some of these other names here. And again, I'm not knocking nobody. You're a fan of everyone. That's great. But don't tell me anything if you are going to clown WWE for doing the Queen of the Ring and they got Ivy Nile, who, in my opinion, is more mainstream. My opinion. I'm not talking talent. I'm talking mainstream. I'd rather see a Bella versus Bella matchup. I'd rather see two of them. You know what? Oh, it was a tie. Let me go 3 rounds. I'd rather see a Brie Bella versus Nikki Bella matchup. No, scratch that. Scratch that. Let's take it back. Let me see a Bull Nakano and a Lunger Blaze now. Them now. Not the prime. Them now. And I promise you, it would hype up. You shouldn't have to do all this explaining to people of, hey, listen. We shouldn't have to do that. We've already said that before. Ain't no reason you're putting this tournament up and then you got to give a Wikipedia definition of who these people are. Again, I apologize. Let me just stop myself. I'm in my first blood.
Cool.
You good, kid. The biggest thing about this is there's no household names in this tournament. That's
None.
the biggest thing. Like the biggest name in this tournament is arguably Willow Nightingale. Truthfully, that's the biggest name in this tournament, and she's not going to win.
And the winner of it's just going to be for a moment. This is going to be like why they gave Saraya her title in London for a moment, for the hometown girl. It makes sense with Ospreay, but dude, this is I think she's going to win the whole fucking tournament.
Of course. I told you that the minute I saw the brackets come out on Wednesday. But when we had a production before you went live, I said they made this tournament for the UK wrestlers to win it.
Yeah, for the couple. Like Aaron said in the chat, the AEW Power couple, the bruvs.
And the biggest thing about this is, do you see any of these women beating? You know, we got the Fatal 4-Way at Double or Nothing next week.
No household names. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was reading the comment. That's absolutely facts.
Do you see any of these women beating any of those women in that Fatal 4-Way from Double or Nothing?
No.
Honestly.
No.
That's the problem with
Tekla is not losing to any of these people in the tournament.
Exactly.
I'm not even just saying Tekla. I'm talking about just say any one of those 4 women win. We might get a new champion at Double or Nothing. Do you think anybody in this Owen is going to beat them?
Bro,
that's tough because
you got Jamie Hayter, who will probably be a 2-time champion.
Yeah, and then she's gonna lose to her. They're gonna make the feud Brawling Birds when there's no animosity for them. They were a tag team literally last week on Dynamite, and they're going after I thought they were gonna go after the AEW Tag Team Championships. See, that's what I thought Alex Windsor was gonna do in London, not win the entire freaking Owen. And I don't know with this women's bracket. I'm not feeling it.
The biggest surprise could be Sky Blue winning this tournament. It had to go against
they needed the money.
The money. If you get Sky Blue versus Tekla.
So we're gonna have hilarious. And it's like, a girl that has been Tekla's guinea pig for the last few months is just gonna go out there and win the tournament, challenge her with they don't need Sky Blue to win this tournament if she wants to have a match with Tekla. You just freaking break them apart. I don't know, guys.
Personally, you know how I feel with Persephone. I like Persephone. I don't know if she's gonna win it. I don't think so. Unless if he's trying to use that as a bargaining chip for her to re-sign and stay with the company in September. Yes. That's the only thing I can see him dangling that carrot for Persephone. That's the only one.
If you want to make a star, Persephone should win. If you want to make a star, but his company doesn't know how to do that. So and me, I'm a homer for Mina Shirakawa, but they just keep extinguishing whatever push she gets from time to time. So I don't understand this tournament. I don't understand it at all. I don't
either.
We can go to the
not only that, but let me real quick with the first round. The AEW's biggest woman in the whole fucking company who could sell money and could transcend that women's division is Willow Nightingale, and will look like she's gonna bow out in the first round. Why not put her later? Put her in the bracket with Sky Blue Sariri and put Sky Blue with Alex Winsler. I think the match that they placement, I swear to God, it seems like he put it in a freaking hat and just picked it out of a hat and just put the names there. No thought process behind it. And people talk about WWE with the AI shit. It felt like AI gave this tournament participants.
This is exactly this is exactly AI is because told they're gonna have the cop out and say Willow can't win 2 Owens.
Yeah.
What do you mean she can't win 2 Owens?
He asked Grok because he's got the premium. He's got premium plus. So he asked Grok, "Hey Grok, who are the women that are being talked about the most on X? Include the Gooners." And he did. That's enter Sky Blue. And then look, just being honest. And then Hey, who else are they talking about? Who else is look? He knows what he should have done, and this should have been a return of stars that he's kind of used. I'm not gonna say as a scapegoat. We're not gonna do that. But he's basically threw them to the side like yesterday's paper.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been a great return. Any way to start mending fences. Sorry to break it to y'all. And I'm not talking about the fellas here. I'm talking about people in the chat. Sorry to break it to y'all. But when you got money, you're not worried about making things right. You're worried about the next buzz. They ain't on his ego checklist to humble himself. It's only that way until y'all decide to make noise, but none of y'all are making noise. Sorry about that. I didn't know. It's a different, my bad. He can do no wrong, right? Oh, like Chris Brown, he can do no wrong. I say Chris Brown could do no wrong. Y'all go sit there and say what you want. But y'all can also say that this billionaire boy cannot do no wrong, and that's absolute false. That's false advertising. Because he's doing it right now. He's giving y'all false advertisement right now. Yeah. Jesus Christ. What is going on here? I don't even want, you know what? I'm gonna sip on my big gulp, extra big gulp. Got a Sprite, try to clear up the throat.
Put whiskey in there. Put some whiskey in there, man.
Oh hell nah, man. You know, it's bad enough. It's bad enough. X is about to give me hypertension, you know. Some liquor, man, ain't gonna help me too much right now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is.
There you go. You know what to say, Kev. Oh, let's talk about the men, man. Let's go to the men, man.
Let's go to the men. I'll start us off with the men. So
After P would love this.
I said this on Wednesday. I said this here in the production. I'm gonna say it in front of you guys here. This tournament, I still think we don't need some of these participants.
80%.
Claudio, I don't think should be in the tournament. I don't know why Brody King's in the tournament. He just lost to MJF. He lost to Darby. Why are we trying to give this guy another title opportunity? Let's go to the left side. I don't give a shit about the right side, to be honest. I don't mind it, but again, you're gonna have we haven't seen Samoa Joe in a while. He comes back, fights a jobber that nobody knows on TV. Look, people want to. I respect if you want to call them enhancement talent, but they're nobodies to be enhancing these people. So he was a jobber, and that we saw Samoa Joe with the jobber, and now we're gonna see him again in a big match, and he's gonna lose first round to Ospreay and the Owen. Mark Davis versus Jack Perry. You're probably gonna have Jack Perry win the match, and then you're gonna make Mark Davis look dumb. Why don't you give us, for once, a big men type of match with Mark Davis and Samoa Joe? Have Samoa Joe win, then you have Ospreay and Jungle Boy. Those would be better matches than the matches we have on this card. But anyway, you should have Ospreay, Perry, and then you should have Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay in the semifinals, and then because we know it's going to be Swerve and Ospreay. And look, we're going to get Swerve and Ospreay at the Forbidden Door. We had this match at the Forbidden Door in 2024 in late June at the UBS Arena. And this match is not going to be nearly as fucking good as it was in 2024. I already saw them. And again, I'm not saying this is going to be the finals because, you know, I'm going to give some people in the chat, they're saying here, we don't know what's going to happen, but still. It's predictable, and I see it's going to be Ospreay and Swerve in a rematch. Ospreay's going to go on to win. I mean, again, the bracket doesn't make sense to hear me anyway here, fellas, but at least they got something going on with Ospreay here.
I'll tell you which way I'm going with it. I think Ospreay's going to beat Samoa Joe. We're going to have Mark Davis beat Jungle Jack. We're going to get Ospreay and Mark Davis rematch because, you know, Mark Davis beat him by doctor stoppage last time they saw it. So Ospreay's going to get his revenge on that end. And I think Brody King is going to win the right side. I just don't see they're going to give us another rematch at the same pay-per-view you got 2 years ago. So you're going to end up Will Ospreay and Brody King for the champion for the Owen championship. Because I don't think the Brody King push is extinguished just yet. Tony Khan has a soft spot for this guy. He feels like, man, you got me on the news. Okay, we're going to keep pushing you, Brody, even though that what got you on the news is extinguished, but we're going to keep pushing you.
And it wasn't for the positive reasons either.
Of course. But yeah, but all publicity is good publicity when it comes to AEW. You know how this goes.
Fair.
You know how this goes. So Will Ospreay, Brody King for the championship. Will Ospreay wins. He beats a big guy. he proves to Mox that he's a big star again, and he wins it all in. But yeah, this is the journey of Will Ospreay.
Now, Hoss, real quick, Hoss, Kev, K. Dot, all you guys, why isn't fucking Moxley in this tournament? If they're building this whole thing with Moxley, trying to get so now Moxley's whole thing is to get him to win the Owen after he just beat the shit out of him at Dynasty, after he's the reason why he had to have fusion neck surgery, and all of a sudden now we're this is what I'm saying, guys. Why?
I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get, Chris. You're gonna get Ospreay after he wins it all in for the title. You're gonna get Ospreay and Moxley in a later pay-per-view, probably at Full Gear or a Wrestle Dream for the championship.
Absolutely, Hollywood Mox Hogan. You're gonna get it.
There you go. Mox books himself. That's what happens here.
Yeah, the plumber.
He's about to go Hollywood, man. All he's missing is the black beard, man. He just needs the color on. That's it. Give him a little bit of the Fu Manchu on that as well, and give him the bandana, and we ready to roll. Mox Hogan.
And here's another thing, guy. Oh, Cap, go ahead.
Let me ask this question: Swerve Strickland and Bandito. That's for the Ring of Honor World Title in the Owen. No, I'm asking this question.
No, I don't think so. Swerve. Hoss, what did I tell you? What did I tell you one day before our production meeting when we went live on a Wednesday? I said we are going to see Swerve in Ring of Honor, and damn it, we saw Swerve in Ring of Honor yesterday.
You did. So he did. He did the vertebraker on the chair. He did that.
All right, so I'm confused. So that Ring of Honor title is not being defended on this tournament.
I don't know.
You sure? Because
not
they
that
make.
Not that.
Can we double check it?
I will double check it right now. Yes. But I don't think so. Unless something happened at the pay-per-view yesterday that I did not watch.
Aaron, you're in the chat. Could you help us elaborate? Because you love this product. I'm confused.
I know you watched the Ring of Honor yesterday.
You know what? I'm not laughing at the situation. Y'all brought up Brody King, how he got put in the, he got some buzz for the wrong reasons. Can you imagine you're like a Dove fan, right? You're a Dove fan, and then you actually do work close to the government or federal law enforcement, and you're taking off your uniform. You have a hard day, arresting suspects or doing whatever you got to do, and then you come home to this shit, and this is like, hey, wait a minute. My bad. I know it sounds crazy. I'm high. No,
you're good, but Kev, it's not for the AEW.
Okay,
it's not for the Ring of Honor title. So what I'm reading here from Fightful is on their website, because I had the result here from yesterday. Swerve just showed up yesterday and
he did.
Kind of just beat his ass and called him out and whatever. But I don't think it's going to be for the title.
All right. Because if they do a title match there, then don't you think Mark Davis and George Perry got to do a title match for that national title too there at the bracket? Why are we defending titles in the tournament?
Why are we having champions in the tournament?
That's what
exactly.
Talk about it, man. You shouldn't have any champions in this tournament. That's what I was talking about in production. It just doesn't make any sense to have them here.
So Mark Davis beats Jack Perry, and then Mark Davis loses to Ospreay, but then Mark Davis is in line for a shot at Jack Perry's title because you know what I'm saying?
No, Mark Davis is the champion. No, Mark Davis beat Jack Perry. Yeah.
I don't even know. I need somebody to explain this to me.
I know, dude. You know why no one knows? Because they did it on that fucking Fairway to Hell show that nobody watched during Backlash.
And to be fair, I watched the replay.
So did I.
But aesthetics, it looked nice. Aesthetics with the for something is something totally different. Where everyone in their mothers like to say the word boring, and they're making a living off of it.
I just happy the crowd enjoyed it because the crowd seemed
guys get super chat like the Illuminati and Baltimore Jacks. They always give in the same chats and they like to hear the same thing every week. Boring. So at least the Fairway to Hell wasn't boring.
No, I agree. But
especially when he got German suplex into the fairway, that was great.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I liked it.
The code red into the sand trap. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. And Tony Khan is building the company just like the sand trap on sand.
It's amendment number 1, brother. It's amendment number 1. Free speech. The same way that you can say you love wrestling and you're a player hater, just like me. I'm just being a Hall of Fame hater. I'm just hate recognize hate, my brother. I'm just being a Hall of Fame hater. Hey, I'm just catching it from you.
Yeah, if I won't, yeah. I mean,
See, giving an opinion why we didn't watch it. We're trying to put it over, bro.
I watched it.
Nobody watched it, and you come with that.
If you're talking about the Ring of Honor show, I literally told you I did not watch that shit. We're not here doing a Ring of Honor review.
Well, we do want to say something though about Ring of Honor. I do want to give something.
Yes,
a real quick moment.
Yes, we do.
A real quick shout out. This match, I try to go find it online, the clips, because it hits the personal to the Sports Jedi Network. It's the one and only our girl Janai Kai. Bravo for Janai Kai in there. I was so happy, proud to see her in that pay-per-view. Who cares if it's 0 hour? Great job there. She was part of that. Good job there to see her team up with Lacey, who's a tag team specialist in the NXT with Kaden Katana, Queen Amalala, and Mina Shirakawa. She was there with some great women, and I hope that they sign her going forward and give her a full-time contract whenever that happens for Janai Kai, because she is phenomenal. A sweet, great girl, hardworking, and I just wanted to put her over.
I mean, I could go all day with this. Why no Queen Aminata in the Owen?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
She actually has beef with Tekla that they never go back to, but whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. But that's all I got for the Owen.
I agree with you there. With the Owen Hart tournament. Hey, look, if you like tournaments, it's gonna be right up your alley, guys. Plain and simple. Owen Hart, the tournament.
We're gonna get the classic right after.
There you go. And breakfast and Tiffany's, I heard.
I think we still have our predictions low key. Tommaso Ciampa for that. So we'll talk.
We do.
Okay. Make sure.
But I will say before we leave the subject, they did have 3 banger matches on Dynamite that I did enjoy.
Me too.
The show wasn't just great, but those 3 matches individually were good. The Ace Austin Ospreay match, pretty good. The Darby Takeshita match, great. And then there was another one. Damn, I can't. What are those guys? It was 3. What's the guy?
Not that 10-man tag. That match sucked.
No, not that one. There was another singles match. It is escaping me right now.
Was Kevin Knight? Brian Cage?
Yes, Kevin Knight and Brian Cage.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, those 3 matches were pretty damn good. I can't argue with that. So for a Dynamite, that's what you want. You want banger matches. You got 3 of them for me. I'm sick of the party matches at AEW though. The party matches can go because all they try to do is get everybody on the card, and I'm sick of that. Yeah. Everybody cannot make the card every week. If you're not spectacular, you cannot make the card. If you can't draw a dime, you cannot make the card. That's where we go with this. We got Adam Copeland. He stays in Asheville, North Carolina. It makes sense. He's a draw. People are sick of the Young Bucks. I don't care what nobody says. It's the truth. We're sick of the Bucks. We're sick of them. Yeah, man. Can't even flex. We're tired of that. We are tired of, man. Put them on ice for a while. But yeah, that's my rant on 10-man tags.
I agree. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Did you give it 25 minutes for that? 20 plus minutes for that.
You know what? The real quick before I end the subject, Hoss, I said on the review show, guys. I said on the review show, at least it didn't main event the show.
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, I like that. More tournaments in wrestling, please. There was a King and Queen of the Ring, and you know what? People were shitting on it just because of where they were at. Who cares of where they're at? It don't matter if they flying to Antarctica to do a King and Queen of the Ring. It don't matter if they just wrestling for a bunch of penguins and a lot of them are in below freezing weather. It don't matter. More tournaments in wrestling, please. Remember that. Remember that. So when they are somewhere else that you don't like, don't go and start hating and get on the hate train. Don't follow the Hall of Fame hater, because remember, more tournaments in wrestling. A King and Queen of the Ring are going to be coming up. And it might be in Riyadh, another Riyadh season, but nevertheless, remember, more tournaments in wrestling.
You know, see, you fit because on here it's always Riyadh season.
It's coming. Think about it. Tournaments equal lazy booking. Remember that. Tournaments equal lazy booking.
That's another thing. An open challenge.
I was just gonna say that tournament. I think tournaments are the laziest way to make stories, in my opinion.
It was even on both sides of the fence. It's absolutely
on all 3 sides of the fence, because the TNA is not staying behind with these open challenges too. Mustafa Ali's got an open challenge that we're going to talk about in upcoming soon. Yeah, let's talk about this contract signing. Did you guys feel this hair versus title stipulation?
I didn't give a shit about it. I just want them to have the match. I'm at the point where I want them to have the match, and let's see what happens after Double or Nothing. But I mean, it was fine. Again, they did a 14-minute overrun when they didn't have to, so we'll see. But that made me didn't want to watch the match more or less. If that made sense.
Don't tease me with this stipulation. Have Darby go over and shave MJF bald.
Well, they're selling merchandise already of MJF being bald. I believe Aaron purchased the shirt.
This is coming from an MJF fan. I want the belt back on MJF, but if we can shave him bald, I'll take it. It's exciting.
I like it. He looks like Lex Luthor. I like it.
Yes.
Hey, Chris.
We need bigger aesthetics on this show.
How long have you been growing your hair?
Since I was in elementary school. I trim it once a year, but
I was gonna say, would you ever cut your hair too for a bet or something like that? But no, I wouldn't definitely do that.
I would not. I've been growing. No, I've had long hair since elementary school. Nope.
I had it too. It just doesn't match. It doesn't match this. You don't want to see me. I'm looking like a half samurai. I have an identity crisis when I put the man bun up because you don't know if I'm about to go cook you a burrito or if I'm about to go do some sumo wrestling. You just don't know with me.
Oh, I like the man. I like my man. If I'm in the man bun, that means I'm having.
Go ahead, man. I just asked that.
I wanted to quickly shout out D-Walk in the chat. What's going on, D-Walk? Mr. Flint, salute to you, man.
But yes, I'm telling you, as the resident MJF fan, I want him to lose at Double or Nothing so we can shave his head on the pay-per-view. Give me something to look forward to. That's fine. If I have to sit through another 3 or 4 weeks of Darby Allin as champion, so be it. Shave MJF's head. I'll take it.
Hey, that's a heavy price to pay, he says. He says he'll pay.
Hey, shit, the ratings might be 425K by then, but hell, fuck it. We're already there. Restore the feeling.
Restore the
feeling.
I love that, man, right there. Restore the feeling.
Oh
Kev, I don't know how you do it, Kev. You got to balance out. You got to balance out these personalities. I don't know how you do it. No wonder you wore the big boss chain I see because damn.
No, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Let's see what's going to happen. Next week, it's a 3-hour block. It's a Dynamite with the Collision. Before the go-home show, before they go into New York, they'll be I believe in Philadelphia. So that's the crowd is going to be spicy. I'm looking forward to see the aesthetics and the crowd. It's going to be they're going to always and Philadelphia brings that energy for professional wrestling. So that's going to be a good look. Now my question is, will they keep that energy in the 3rd hour?
No, and they won't.
I wish that. Damn. So they're doing that 3-hour block in Philly. Wow. Thank God I'm not going to that.
Bro, man, trust me, if people actually look at the numbers, I know this become a very controversial statement these days, looking at the ratings now. Everybody gets in their panties in a bunch when we talk about ratings. The ratings drop per hour with AEW. They drop per hour. When they get to that 3rd hour, it's a big drop off, a huge one. So
I've been saying it forever. The 4 pillars is Wallowitz, Kultapali, Leonard, and Sheldon. Those are the 4 pillars of that company.
Jesus, man. Even I know.
Yeah, no, he has been saying that he's been saying that forever.
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh. But yes.
Anything else on the AEW front?
No.
Looking forward. Any news?
AEW, right?
Ric
Flair's under contract with AEW. Just a quick question. I think he is, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have an AEW legend on the show. So. Anyway.
There you
go. Ric Flair should be in Owen. How about that?
All right. Let's go to
well, we're gonna talk to him soon and figure out why he wasn't in the Owen and if he's part of the creative process.
He probably threatened to beat somebody up. Probably threatened one of the members of the family.
He felt like he got disrespected by that 24-year-old kid.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Who? Tiffany Stratton's husband?
I mean, look.
No, he's not gonna. He's. You know what? That 24-year-old kid in that tournament ain't gonna draw a dime.
Keep his ass in Mexico.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, Hold on a second. Moving along, because we got a lot of energy, man. We got a lot of energy, and we got to listen from our sponsor, man. Let's go.
All right. Before we keep this energy going, shout out to the sponsor of tonight's stream, G Fuel Energy. If you're watching this live, you already know. We don't do slow reactions. We don't do low energy. We stay locked in. And that's exactly what G Fuel brings to the table. Zero sugar, loaded with focus, and built for long streams just like this. Whether you're grinding, gaming, or watching chaos unfold with us, G Fuel keeps you going. Hit the link in the description, use code PGHCHRIS, and level up your energy the same way we do on Sports Jedi Network. Let's get back to it.
I'm Tom Hannafin from TNA Wrestling. You're watching the Jedi Sports Network.
Thank you, Mr. Tom Hannafin. Don't forget, go to G Fuel, level up, fuel up, and you know how we go, man. Let's go. We had some, as we see, Samurai in the building. Samurai, what's going on, my friend?
Off. Level up. Hey, where's his code at? Right there. Level up. One tub of G Fuel is like a whole line of some pure Colombian. Let's get to it.
Shout out to G Fuel.
G Fuel, PGH Chris TV. You see it at the bottom right-hand corner. Stay fueled up with G Fuel. Zero sugar, real energy. This is uncut G Fuel powder.
I like that.
There you go. We got all that energy, and we're gonna have nonstop action. So let's go to right there. Total nonstop action. We had Thursday night. They were live on Impact on AMC. We saw the heartbreaking main event, the 2 out of 3 falls, where the history was not made. It was tied. So participation trophy for TNA for Leon Slater losing to Cedric Alexander. Look, it's not that I didn't like that Cedric lost the title. You had a chance to create some kind of their own history or one of their own. We saw the young Leon Slater grow up pretty much in TNA, where he even got tapped on the shoulder by the great John Cena to cross over to join the Saturday night's main event and so forth. And you didn't pull the trigger in that longest reigning X Division title history reign. Why? Chris, you're a lifer like myself, TNA guy. Your thoughts, bro?
I'm gonna be honest. This is just. I think they should have done it, but I'm a big Austin Aries fan. I was a big Austin Aries guy, so I, for personal reasons, I don't mind this. But in all honesty, look, you could have debated that because again, I think he's one of the better X Division champions this company's had over the last few years, really. There just has. I don't know. I'm shocked because. Again, I understand they want to make the system legit. I mean, you have Bear Bronson and Brian Myers already as your TNA tag team champions. Eddie Edwards really hasn't been able to get the job done. So, you add one champion there into Cedric. I like that aspect of it, but I'm kind of with you. I mean, I don't know why they had Leon drop the title. It's always that one live show, Kev, because we sat through it all 2025. There's that one live show that, okay, they have a good show. Oh, they have a match that we're excited for. And then it ends in like, what? So that's kind of what this was. I don't know. I understand it, again, to make the system legit and make them feel like a bigger faction in the company. But take it away, guys. I have no real answer on to why he didn't win.
With Leon Slater, I think they'll want to make him synonymous with the X Division title. They're trying to move him up for the heavyweight championship, and the way they're going to do that is they're going to have Nick Nemeth cash in that trophy very soon, and he's going to go back to being heelish, and you're going to have Leon Slater end up going against him for the title. I can't tell you when, but they're going to prop him up to get that big belt before they move him to NXT or WWE. That's the only way they can keep him there for a little while longer. You can't saddle that X Division belt with Leon Slater, just have him synonymous with it. So like, okay, you tie this, we're gonna promise you the big belt by December. Just be patient with us. Don't leave us. Be patient. That's how I see it.
His contract is up in December.
See? It works out. Mike Santana, I'm still under the assumption that Mike is going to leave this summer. I'm still under the assumption, and they're going to build around Leon Slater before he leaves. That's where I'm going with that.
I think they're both leaving at the same time. But go ahead, K. Dot.
Man, TNA,
burn it down.
This is real. TNA, by far, putting out some of the most underrated entertainment. And again, all the tribalists aside, all these weirdos aside, this is some of the most underrated entertainment that you are looking at. Here's my thing. I get it. You're gonna question booking from everybody. That's exactly what people are doing, right? It's normal, fans. But yes, is it disappointed? It made you feel something, right? Like, damn, TNA made you feel like you were right there at the peak. Y'all get it. Y'all know. And then you're like, oops, my bad. Dang. Oh, what happened? But look, it was a moment of feeling, but you cannot dwindle on that moment because they basically gave that blessing and opportunity now in that moment to Cedric Alexander, who by far in the past decade has earned his right, his opportunity to step into a spotlight of his own, to claim his moment. TNA is by far, it's right there in the top 3 with AAA and what SmackDown's doing right now in Raw. I mean, it's right up there, you know? So like how I don't even need G Fuel for any of those energy. I get it just for the show because the entertainment is right there. People are always complaining and looking short-sighted. Oh, they're going to go to the feds. Oh, the feds. Yeah, they're going to mess you up, man. They're going to mess up your character. You're not going to be Mike Santana. You're going to be Carlos Santana Jr. But nevertheless, what they are doing is, like they said before, is betting on themselves. This is what life is, right? Life is a game. Life is a risk, as I like to say, right? It's a risk, and you just got to know when to take it. He took the risk by becoming a game changer in a startup company. And he hoped that risk would have paid off. But guess what? In his life, it did not pay off. For Santana, fulfilling his life, it did not. He had to go through the trenches of hell. Do fans not see that? That some of these people have to go through personal struggles of hell because they are blocked from doing the only thing that they love to do? Because, we'll call you up next week and we'll see, hey, we're still getting paid, though. I mean, I guess for us, hell yeah, pay me while we're sitting here. We'll take that. But for those who have busted their ass like Santana, like Eric Young, and I mean that with Eric Young, the way he was mistreated too after NXT for the call-up. I mean, a lot of guys, Steve Macklin didn't get his fair share. Purrazzo, things of that nature. But the thing is, you cannot doubt the direction of where TNA is heading and the trajectory. And right now, say what you want, but this is the pre-boom for TNA. And people can talk about numbers all you want. I'm going to give you a mind-blowing number. Yes, a stoner is. Check this out. Yesterday, we had 3.5K views on X alone, just on X. Now, I want you to go check the Sports Jedi, that actual post itself, and see how many views it actually got, which was less than the 3.5K. You know why? Because it doesn't matter that nobody's going right to the tweet. Somebody's sharing that. Somebody happens to see it come across their algorithm as numbers bump. And guess what? Curiosity, bam, leads them right to it. So numbers are deceiving. Numbers don't lie, but numbers are deceiving. And what AMC is doing right now for TNA, putting them in person, again, not just in the background. Oh, we put a brochure. Look, screenshot, guys. The dub was right there. Look at that, guys. No. AMC, matter of fact, James Dolan, shout out to you. Shout out to MSG owner, James Dolan. Shout out to the Knicks, baby. But to have that faith and trust in little old 250,000 rating, whatever you want to say numbers, but trust in these TNA superstars to be there in person. This, for Mike Santana, for example, is a risk, a bet that he bet on himself, and now it's paying dividends. Now he's being rewarded, and now he's going to be rewarded in his next chapter by truly being able to take care of his family. I'm not saying he can't take care of them now for the rest of his life, but at least on that next one, is going to secure it regardless. So shout out to TNA. Shout out to Carlos Silva. I know he's a great friend of the show. Keep doing what you're doing, Ross. Everybody that not only has given Sports Jedi an opportunity, it's not because I'm here. It's the fact that you're actually going out there, communicate. You're giving opportunities. You're giving opportunities. And that's where people always thrive in their occasion. When you just give them an opportunity when everybody else is writing them off. Sorry about that. I just want to let you know TNA is on the fucking rise. And please, you better stay on that fucking ride. Regardless of who else is behind you or in front of you. It might get a little bumpy. You might feel some things in the back. Just look, just try to, whatever the case, but just enjoy it. This is what it's about, baby. This is what it's about.
Yeah. No, and Kev, I think you brought up a good point where it was like they got you because we dealt with it with the Santana chase. Go back and watch our channel from all of 2025. Me and Kev are screaming on our microphones about the Santana chase, him losing. We were there, flew our way. Like that's one thing they've been doing well is they really get you hooked. I mean, I can't no wrestling company like WWE and AEW, they don't have me emotionally hooked on anything.
Mm-hmm.
TNA does. That's all I wanted to say before I throw it back to Kev. Because
here's my thing though, guys. Here's my thing. Hear me out. The emotional hook is correct, but sometimes reading the room and striking while the iron is hot. They have a history of kind of missing the train. They still get on that train, but not on time. And we maybe for us, they have a method to their madness, but we could see where we like you said, there's room for potential major growth and really taking this to leveling up to another level. Especially like we've thrown examples. Joe Hendry at Bound for Glory should have won the world title at that time, not at Genesis, because Joe Hendry was at the pipe of the world. With you had NFL players believing in Joe Hendry, from the Saints cutting that promo with the music, and then you waited instead of for an angle that didn't make sense with JBL coming and clotheslining the hell out of Joe Hendry. I'm like, what? And there never was a payoff, and then I was like left untouched. I'll give you another case in point: Steve Macklin losing the international title. You had El Macias just happened to be backstage, no payoff, and caused a distraction where Macklin lost the title. Why? It didn't. There was no need for it, especially when you were doing an invasion angle with NXT. There's so many different things for us ourselves. There was nothing but 6,500 Boricuas in Slammiversary at that moment for Mike Santana to win the world title would have been. And I know we could say, well, who was his opponents afterwards? Granted, we could agree. We kind of try to talk ourselves off the ledge, but time has come by. It didn't make sense. Leon Slater right now, he could have easily broken this and held Cedric and break that record. There's option C that that he could have easily turned in the title, and then at Slammiversary, when you bought the Ultimate X match back, you could have crowned a new champion at that event. Simple. You could have even done for the television weeks qualifying matches. Who's going to get in the Ultimate X match? Simple for it to be the new X Division champion, and Leon is taking on, and he's going to take on Mike Santana at Slammiversary. You could have done storylines, and so forth, but they didn't. This is where it gets me confused, guys. That's why I get upset with them with their booking at the Capitalizing the Money House.
It seems like in wrestling today, everybody's a day late and a dollar short. And the dollar short part is funny because the TKO ain't a dollar short anymore. AEW don't seem like they're a dollar short, but we talked about that in full. And TNA, they need every dollar they can get. So we cannot afford to be a day late. But every booker is a day late, and it's weird. They exhaust all the momentum that they gather and be like, oh, how come our ratings are going down? Because it took you 3 fucking weeks to do what you're supposed to do. It's weird. Like, why? What's with all this teasing? This is a male-dominated genre. Men don't like to be teased like this. Go ahead and give us the nut. Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and give it to us. Don't play with it. That's what's going on in wrestling. Not just TNA, but all these brands from across the board.
Hey, man. How did you AO that? That was passionate. Yeah, that was passionate, man. I can't even AO that. He stood on that, he stood on that. We need that nut.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's
That's true.
That's been my problem. I agree with Kev because again, we sat through it a lot in 2025. Not striking when the iron's hot. That is a big thing in this company. I don't know. It usually ends up working out, but when it works out, nobody seems to care. And I think your point about I always go back to the point of Joe Hendry. Nobody gave a shit when he won that title at Genesis.
Yes.
That building was like,
yeah.
okay, finally. That's how I felt about Santana winning a title. I'll be honest, Kev. That's how I felt about winning Santana. I was like, well, finally, shit.
Ooh.
Like, and Bound for Glory, right?
At Bound for Glory, I was just like, okay, finally. Like, I'm not like, obviously, yeah, like, but it's not the same as I would have been at Slam. And not just because if I was there. If we were here doing the watch along, I would have reacted the same way. Why? Because we've been talking about this since it got announced in December of 2024. So I don't like to use that for too much as an example because people are going to always assume our bias. But go back to the Joe Hendry stuff. Nobody gave a shit. The crowd was crickets, and he was just hot a few months ago, and that's when the I Believe came out and all that stuff. So and the running back, the old running back from Detroit that went to the Saints, he was doing the I Believe. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, strike when the iron's hot. But I agree with everything that K-Dot said too as well. It's like they are on the rise, and I agree 100%. They are one of the most underrated and wrestling products out there right now, and I think that's why me and Kev especially last year, have really more gravitate towards it. And I understand they've been around for 23 years. They debuted the year I was born in 2002, but I can go off and on about previous ownership, but they finally have that ownership that can keep this thing sustainable for the long term. So that's why I think you guys got to be tuning in to TNA in 2026.
TNA has
finally have that ownership.
And my bad for cutting in there. Like TNA,
no, you're good. You're good.
That opportunity right now to this closing of the chapter for Mike Santana to do something epic, like on his crowning moment. It was so monumental. R.I.P. to the GOAT, my GOAT. Big Pun was up there smiling down. He was up there. All you needed to do was bring Fat Joe to the stage with him. Just walk him down. I promise you, you're looking for. He's got everything you're looking for. His authentic story deals with the crowd. What this title and what this brand means to him. Please, as his chapter with TNA comes to a close, you got to hammer this one home. As you said, there's not you said they can't afford to lose any dollar. Damn, you can't afford to lose any dollar. And it's not even about that, but this is you there's very few moments where you get to hit grand slams in a World Series in a World Series game. Yeah. This is one of those moments right here. Please, Leon Slater is going to be another one, but the reason I say Santana is he's going to set the trend for what potentially fans can expect. Oh my gosh, this is what they did for Santana. What are they going to do for Leon Slater? TNA, you really do have an opportunity now to really be about a brand that's not, they're a feeder system for WWE and the feds and the drones. No, they tell stories. And one of the things that they can show a masterclass in is how to truly finish a chapter in a mere story of their journey. They're on the rise, though. And the reason why we're so invested is because, look, now we're getting, again, with ANC, this is a fresh start. They got new folks that are like, hey, man, we'll help you build a house. Don't worry about it. And now we get to see the foundation built. And we right there with it now. You said it yourself, 2002. You know what I mean? So now, 23, 24, you here now. You can drink a beer with us. And now be like, now let's start working on this foundation. Now let's start building. Now you've seen it built brick by brick. More to bottom, whatever you want to say it. But this is why I feel like this is where you need to invest in, because you really get to see how it's truly built. And then you can say, damn, we were there when they were like this. Now they doubling what they're doing. Now it's nothing to them. Wow, this is amazing. They right there. Don't fuck it up.
I'm right with you on that. I'm right there with you because I'm one of the new fans that came across with the AMC deal. I'm sitting here watching it going every week, and that's why I'm here. I enjoy it, and I want the execution to go. Like don't be late. Don't be late.
Yeah, that's why they had the opportunity with the feel good in the New York City market. They're not going to New York now. They're going to Boston, and Tampa's going to be their new market. But Tampa for Bound for Glory. But is Mike still going to be with the company? Because there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Tampa. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans.
A lot.
I still think he'll do paid to appear.
And they better promote the shit out of Tampa and Orlando area. Don't do what they did when they came out of Bound for Glory when they went to the Full Sail. They didn't know advertising. That's another thing. They need to know them. They need to know the market. I know I know El Paso, Texas is Latin, a lot of Mexican. Great, fine. And I know they were going to end the year there, and they were going to end the Access era. They did no marketing in Orlando, Florida, and New York, and Orlando, Florida is full of Puerto Ricans here, from La Mega to Rumba to all these Spanish station, and we had our Latin festival going on 2 weeks before TNA decided to show up or do their shows at Full Sail. They could have easily had Mike Santana do all that media tour in Orlando, Florida, on Rumba, El Show de la Mañana, or all the Franchi, El Molantalde. If you're in Orlando, you know. And he would have been there. Franchi's, and they're Puerto Rican, and they're Dominican Puerto Rican. Mike Santana shows up with that world title on his shoulder, and he's a Boricua from the Bronx. Bro, Full Sail would have got packed full, but no. You send them to El Paso, and it's not Mike's fault. It's where they send them.
It's the location. Yeah, because you're right. Because look, this ain't the next comment down there is strictly fucking. This whole thing is so crazy, man. They make wrestling like it's political. Like, you know how you can't talk about, are you the red? Are you the blue side? You can't talk about that stuff. Now, if you talk about what you're a fan of, AEW, WWE, it don't matter. They about to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you can't say nothing. And honestly, you're right, because again, certain towns are certain again, this is not territory no more, but at the end of the day, these fans are what is fueling the territories. Like, people are like, oh, they're just trying to corner the market and bring. No, it's the fans. The fans are dictating the territory of where these brands go. Look, they may have saw, hey, we could take a chance here, and he swing and a miss. Absolutely. It's just where you put them, in my opinion. I'm telling you right now, and when they come to Boeing in San Antonio, I could tell you right now, that crowd is going to be crazy. For some reason, San Antonio is always, it's what pissing people off. Radio stations say it, TV stations say it. They say it themselves. San Antonio is WWE country. So all Anthem and them are trying to do is trying to help bring the TNAs, the NXTs, things like that, so they can start bringing them these live shows and start bringing them to these other cities. But like you said, it's the growing pains. But at the end of the day, this is what we're here for. This is the building block of the foundation. Hey, we tried to put the stairs in the back, so we can go upstairs. Now we got to put these in the attic instead. We got to go downstairs this way. It don't matter. Going right to the left. All I know is at the end of the day, these are the growing pains you got to go through. But back to what y'all said, you can't afford to lose $1. So these growing pains, you got to get over it real quick. It's a boo-boo. Yes. Let me go ahead and put some little peroxide on it, put the Band-Aid, you'll be all right. Oh, you bleeding still a little bit? Let me go ahead and put I'm going to tie a little wrap around it. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a little blood. It'll dry up in a little bit. Bam. You got to move on. That's what you got to do. But at the end of the day, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you know that these TNA stars, as men and women, right? You know that they can just say no, right? WWE can go after all the Triple H can not know how to build any stars and keep going after them. But all they got to do is say no. But you know why they say yes? Is because it's bigger than sports entertainment and wrestling. For some of them, maybe they do want to go into a more relaxed environment and just make money for their families now. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, but I'll respect what you do. But it might be more grimy. It might be more crazy than my corporate ass. Just don't knock anybody's hustle, man. Didn't your folks ever tell you not to knock another person's hustle? Because you don't know the struggle that they came from to get there. Look, man, I might not like that Hoss is going to take an assistant manager job at the Denny's, knowing let me hook him up the corporate gig, but because that assistant manager job is probably going to pay him $500 more. But guess what? $500 more in this economy is a fucking $500 more. A penny, back then we used to sweep up pennies. You know how it was, Kevin, all of us. We don't want to fucking pick it up. We throw them away in the trash can. We put them in the dustpan. Fuck that. Now you see a penny, I tell my son, you better pick that shit up, man, because nowadays that penny's going to turn into a nickel. You know what I mean? So this, and again, it's for both sides. It's for both sides. AEW, WWE, everybody. Just weirdos, burnos, bots, whatever the case may be. Just stop knocking these people's hustle, man, whatever they do. If somebody is a fucking only can do drive-through at Mickey D's or working a Subway, don't knock their fucking hustle. They're getting fucking money. So if they go to WWE and they taking more losses than dubs, who gives a shit? Do you not know probably all of us if they said, hey, we'll sign you for $300,000, but you're going to get 31 losses and 2 dubs. Give me my money.
You damn right. You damn right.
Give me my fucking money.
I get on TV for a week or TV every week and I'm okay.
Look, I'm sorry, but you
have to get in the door.
Yeah, the bloodline's about to come through, beat your ass, but you don't understand. Rakishi's coming back. He said, I'm going to wear the thong. And you taking a stink face for 15 seconds. I'm telling you, my brother, let's get it, man. Just let me know. Just don't eat nothing funky. Do what you need to do, and I'm gonna cash my fucking check. Get it how you live. Yeah. OGs understand that game. Get it how you live, and exactly what they're doing. Just because you don't see them, stop letting social media dictate how you feel about these people. It doesn't matter if they in catering for a month. Guess what? Put me in catering. Let me make 6 figures. Shit, I'll be door dashing, making shit. Let me start gaming up. They finding their hustles, right? They going through YouTube. They going through they still finding their ways to eat. WWE ain't blocking any of that shit. Leave these people alone, man. Fuck. Just anyway. Damn. We not preaching today. Church is tomorrow. Like,
some folk got church on Saturdays, man.
Yes, right.
People get, we go to a restaurant, right? Fast food. They get your order wrong. My first instinct always to be, I'm going to be pissed, man. What the fuck? And it's like, you know what? I remember I made those mistakes too. And now I'm in a corporate gig. And when I make my mistakes, they're a lot more critical than what that is. This ain't nothing. You can get that replaced. And you're going to have to go out into the real world eventually, man. It is what it is. Like, they still going to get their money. They're going to apologize to you because that's what they do. It's their job. And it don't matter how they get it. They're going to get them, whether it's Cash App or Zelle, it don't matter. Direct deposit is direct deposit. If they want to go out, and go be thievery and take shit to the pawn shop, fuck it. Look, man, I don't condone this, but look, brother, get it how you live, man. Get it how you live. But I don't condone that. So if you're on the struggle, just don't do that. But I'm just saying, man, just don't knock nobody's hustle. That's all it is. I know I talk a lot about this, and I at the end of the day, I may not, like how you said, Kev, it's not my cup of tea, that side, but I cannot knock the billionaire boys hustle, because at the end of the day, if that was me, I'd be playing Richie Rich too. Again, I'd be playing the same thing, because damn, okay, like, I'm fortunate and blessed. You just got to make the best of what you're blessed in your situation, and that's all, man.
I totally agree with you. No, you're good. I wanted to take, that was a good point there. A little bit of TNA. Speaking of a hustle, grinding, now we see Fabian Aichner, formerly known as Giovanni Vinci, back with TNA Wrestling. I think that's going to help the division there. But I questioned the debut at the end of that match with Cedric, because he kind of felt like a heel, and Cedric is a heel fashion. So you're debuting a newcomer as a heel to a heel fashion, Haas.
Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said on Thursday. I said, man, this who they spend money on? Him. I just don't see the drawability. I don't see it. Like, he's just gonna be another body to me. I mean, he's not moving the needle for TNA. That's all I'm saying. Like, he may be a fine wrestler, but who's not a fine wrestler on TV these days? Most of these people are fine wrestlers. Like, who's the star? Who's bringing another 25,000 people to come watch this TV show? It ain't gonna be him. That I just leave it at that. Like,
fair enough.
I see enough fine wrestling every week. They're everywhere. Man, it's not many people that can't wrestle. Who can draw? There's not many people that can do that. So yeah.
Could we see? Would it take a couple of weeks for his character, and he shows you the cat? Because I don't know what character he's coming in. Before he got called up to the main roster in WWE on NXT, he was the Italian playboy, and that was the character that really went a little well. I don't know what's he coming out in TNA, but I'm saying if he does that kind of I don't think he has to copy and paste that NXT character when he was out of Imperium. But if he does something similar to that, I think you're gonna be a little bit, and it's gonna catch on slowly but surely. Chris, your thoughts here?
Yeah, I think it definitely can catch on, surely and quickly. I mean, he like you guys said, he's a fine wrestler, and he's sort of, if you recognize him in the wrestling bubble, you recognize him. But I'm kind of on a little bit of agreement with Haas. I don't know how much of a needle he'll move for that division, because we just got done talking about, when Santana and all these guys, end up going or whatever. You have to have some people, that could kind of carry that forward. And I'm not saying he can't at all, because again, I'm curious to see what he's going to do in TNA. So I'm not going to completely rule him out. As of right now, him coming in, I don't think he makes that impact. But he's a good sized body. So I think I would like to see him as a heel. I think he could be a good heel. TNA seems to have a lot of those, so it's interesting. I think it could work out, but as of right now, it's not a oh my gosh type of thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I think Haas said it best. I guess I guess whatever happened to WWE, everybody's gonna speculate, but it's just like it's going to take a minute to rebound from. You know what I mean? It's going to take a minute to rebound from. Just the exit was because you were built up. You were built up, and then it just boom. It wasn't a steady decline. Poof, that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so, yeah, this one's going to be tough. I mean, there was a lot of indie stars out there that are probably even the same rate that maybe could have created the same impact that would have expected, or even a bigger one. I don't even know what you can't really.
No, I said this like Haas. You spend your money on that. I would have liked when the guy in Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross could tell stories in a company that likes to tell stories like TNA does. I mean, and if you lose Mike Santana, he's still enough a big name where Karrion Kross could still like focus around. Personally, I'd rather have Karrion Kross than EC3. I don't like EC3 for some reason. It doesn't, to me. I can't grasp to him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's still there or not, but I'd rather have Karrion Kross. I get your point.
Yeah, I'm not big on EC3 either.
The biggest thing is, man, you got to be able to make me buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not making me buy a T-shirt. I'm not gonna buy my kid a T-shirt of that. I'm just saying. Like, who would? I mean, I know you was Giovanni from back in the day, but they jobbed you out in 4 seconds. Like that's engraved in my memory. Trust me, when we get to talking WWE, Austin Theory suffers from this today, right now, because of this.
Yes.
So you think TNA is gonna buy him fans from TNA, new fans like me who just came from the AMC project? I'm gonna buy his T-shirt. I'm not.
You were gonna buy his T-shirt when he was Giovanni Vinci in the WWE.
Exactly. Like his first few matches might be piss material. I just go take a piss. I go refill my bourbon glass. So
I mean, think about it like this: Giovanni Vinci, he turned when he went to NXT and became Vinci. He turned himself into a number one pick. Well, I'm not saying a raw draft or something like that. I'm talking about he literally turned himself like, oh, he's a very valuable pick. Unfortunately, that turned out to be Anthony Bennett. If you know, that turned out to be Anthony Bennett.
Oh my
because
God.
You threw him in, and listen, anyway. And then TNA gets him. It's like, oh damn, we the Bulls organization or something, right? Like, oh damn, we got to pick this guy up. Oh shit. I mean, I guess vet minimum it is, non-guaranteed or something. Well, and that's kind of what the impact I got of it. It's like, yo, like you should way too late. If you were gonna pick him up at least when he flopped, because sometimes there is that room for, oh, okay, I get it. That's why he was going to TNA. It would have made a lot more sense. But you didn't. Y'all could have spin it to where I wanted to leave WWE and come, to TNA. This is where too late on that, man. That's why I felt, man. It's like us me saying, hey man, the bus is coming at 9:30. Meanwhile that shit came at 8:42. You know what I mean? Like, oops, my bad.
Yeah.
We don't miss the bus.
No, I agree. Like, again, there are, and they still have some people like, what's Ricky Sosa really doing right now? He's supposed to be this hyped up, free agent indie guy, and he's doing the indies. And one thing that hurt this show on Thursday is a lot of these people were in Australia. Nick Nemeth, they were all doing that independent show in Australia. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's a tough one because I don't know if they can go out there and maybe get somebody or if anybody they've tried. I don't know. It's tough, but Ricky, they got to start building this Ricky Sosa kid up a little bit more on TV.
Shout out to Giovanni Vinci. I'm the only one who has a fucking balls to have a teacher. Shout out to Giovanni Vinci. Shout out to my boy right here.
I would have used his money to try to entice Leon or Mike to stay longer. Yeah, we need that 50 to 100K to go elsewhere. This is how the training camp, well, not the salary cap works in other sports. We got to put that money elsewhere.
For real.
Yeah.
Whoever,
I agree.
Whoever was that move, man, I don't know, man. They need to question it. Listen, I don't care who it is. They just need to question that decision right there, man. I don't know. He's gonna be putting up 2-1, come 5 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Even when 2 other players get hurt, he's still gonna play 5 to 7 minutes a game. He's not gonna play much more than that. He'll give you a career high like 5 points, 3 boards. You know what I mean?
He's a Tyronn Lue of basketball.
You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, I'm just
this is where LOL TNA comes from. Stuff like this. This is what we're talking about.
You don't think I can really?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ricky
That's what I'm
Sosa.
saying. Look, that's what I said. And Kev, when you stepped out, that's what I brought up. They don't really. They're bringing in Giovanni Vinci, but like Ricky Sosa has the more hype than he does.
Yes,
put him on TV more. But no, Kev, like I said, these people doing independent shows during a fucking live show. Kev, go off. I was waiting for you to come back to bring that up.
Oh, look.
Let me do this here.
It is ridiculous.
We and you are in agreement because we've been defending Carlos Silva, TNA, Anthem to the great, and we still will. But we have to take a step back and question this. During the WrestleMania weekend, the traction it got, pulling talent off of the independent shows, pulling from Brian Myers, Creative Pro, where he was supposed to take on Nick Nemeth and Maxwell Jacob Freeman, where for other reasons, for conflicting issues, but you're going live on the most important time where you don't go live much, and then you allow these talents to go over to overseas to Australia for WSX. It's a problem because AMC wants to grow and wants to make money on their investment. They need their superstars. They need the Hardys. They need Nemeth. They need them on their shows. They're not going to be, and you know what? They're not going to be on TV for the next month, because they're going to do 3 weeks of taping starting tonight, a little bit yesterday and tonight or today, and you're screwed. They screwed themselves out of, or yesterday and today, and it's not gonna look good. We're not gonna see there. And yes, they played the Moose angle where he got injured. But what about Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth and Nick Nemeth? You can't be saying they can't be getting suspended all the time because you're recording. That's an issue. And me and Chris been saying for a while when they did this like the AMC and not going live every week. Wrestling now has become a television product where it has to be live. If you got to be live bi-weekly, you can't take 3 weeks, 4 weeks hiatus with tape shows. I don't know if it's going to work, fellas, especially when you have a collaboration with NXT that's live every week.
It's the people that they chose, because think about when you went to Full Sail, they had the Rascals, they had the Nemets and all those people doing House of Glory. So it's like it's not a for some people it's not a good look. And again, the talent for the Leon and stuff, they weren't doing anything those weekends. They had no TNA obligations.
That's facts.
Like okay, if you want to cut the Nick Nemeth and MJF, whatever, but Leon, like they had nothing to do. It's not even about. I understand the other parts of it. We're strictly talking about they had nothing to do, but when they have something to do, you let them go overseas. That just doesn't make sense.
Right. That's the part you could hammer them.
I tell you that this. See, everybody had smoke for Carlos Silva when he was trying to protect the talent. See, I have this same problem with Tony Khan. You go send all these people to New Japan during the week, and we'll have them for Dynamite on Wednesdays. And then when they come on Wednesdays, they're tired, or they got to have squash matches in action.
Megan Payne.
Yeah, Megan Payne, Will Ospreay. We can call out everybody. You bring out the UE for 1 week, and then they're gone for 6 weeks. Like, how you gonna build stories like that? Like, no, you got to be selfish. I understand. Oh, we got a partnership. We got a partnership. No, the priority is AEW. The same thing should be working for TNA. You go send these people across the fucking world to Australia, but we got a live show in Sacramento. You need to be here right now. Man, ratings went down to 146. We were at 250. But you're going to send people to Australia. Oh, my bad, Chris. Go ahead.
No, my bad. My bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. All I was gonna say was they sent Nick Nemeth and Ash by Elegance, 2 of your main players, and they're not in your title divisions right now. That's all. Yes. That's all. Like, yeah.
Both of these people are in the main event. You're gonna send them to Australia, and our ratings are bleeding right now. What kind of shit is that, man?
Well, wasn't AJ Francis and Bo Dallas and Samuel Shaw is what I read or heard about y'all show? Didn't shout out to Nap. Speaking of Nap, what up, Nap guy? Didn't he say that them 3, AJ Francis, Bo Dallas, and Samuel Shaw, were going to be called the Saint Lunatics of the Third Reich or something like that?
Dude, yeah, he said that during our watch along Thursday, and I was fucking hoping he was trolling us.
And he said,
I was
he sent me this
Nap
stuff
was
too.
trolling.
He sent me this. John, he told me John Abbott just said this to Sean Ross on stream, Sports Illustrated stream. Clayton Bigsby, ain't that the black white supremacist?
It is. You want to see my face? You want to see my face?
Show us your face, brother. Clayton, show us your face, brother.
Oh my god!
The man face exploded.
Oh, he did. Oh yeah, it is. It's true. So the third Saint Lunatics. I was like, that's Nelly's group, ain't that? I was like, ain't that Nelly? I thought they were the Saint Lunatics. This was red on stream. This was red on stream.
That's Nap who bought them views.
Nap read that on stream.
He's the nephew of a Meltzer.
What? Nephew of Meltzer? I wouldn't tell nobody that. I wouldn't tell nobody.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I was told.
I wouldn't brag about that.
No, that's not bringing girls to the party, bro. That's scary.
And if y'all want to know, I don't know if he's got his Facebook up. His name is Derek Meltzer. I don't know his middle name though. He said his middle name. It might be on his Facebook. So, but anyway, I like I said, brother. We try to tell him just keep that one in the house, man. Just put that one in the treasure chest and just lock that one up. All right, don't worry about bringing that back out. Yeah, man.
The Wyatt Six isn't that's the most WWE group. They don't fit anywhere else. The whole point of the Wyatt Six was tributing for Bray. That does not work anywhere else. So and they're doing independent show bookings altogether. I'm like, what the fuck? Just do independent. Dexter Loomis, Samuel Shaw, Gazelle, whatever his name is, could be doing other stuff. Could be doing stuff on his own. Joe Gacy, I actually enjoyed. One of the few times I watched NXT back then, I liked Joe Gacy. And Nikki Cross, no one wants to go.
Why didn't they just give Gacy his own faction back and then start with fucking Loomis? Dude, they would have fucking turned on them. Dude, you could have saved.
The thing is, they'd be a good tag team for TNA for this division.
You're asking creative to actually do things in office. They do nothing. You're
but I heard that group that's in Louis Lunatic. They pitched the offer, but he's not available. They wanted Hulk Hogan to be their manager, but he wasn't around.
There you go. That makes a lot more sense.
I didn't see that on the. I didn't see that on the documentary.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, they must have left that out of the doc.
I'm Clayton Bigsby brother. Yo, he read this. I got to go back to that stream. He read this.
He Clayton Bigsby.
He did. He did.
Oh man,
and they're gonna run rile up on you, bro. Oh my god.
He said, "Oh no." Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. He said the Third Reich. Hey, I said it right now too. There ain't no way he said that. Oh shit.
He said the fourth Reich. Yeah, he did said that. He said it on the stream.
Yeah, he said that on
stream.
Yeah.
And then he said something about David Duke or oh no, somebody was gonna be. Yeah, he said something. It was gonna be with the Grand Wizard. I'm like, I said, what the? What in David Duke is this? I was like, what the hell? I was like, are you serious? And this is coming from I was like, what the hell is going on here? What are we doing here?
Oh,
he said the Duke.
He said it live.
NXT, we gotta go to NXT.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta go to NXT.
Yeah, let's go to NXT.
Apologies, y'all.
But before we go,
you're good.
No, I wanted to bring one more thing that it kind of I agree when it comes to TNA and the whole wrestling media coverage and all the nonsense. I got to shout out because I started following him, and shout out to the Refereeing Rants podcast with Brian Hefner and Jimmy Coderas and so forth. And Brian Hefner made a great thing. He was just wondering Thursday night, and I always like to go hard at because when you pay for something and you want to be entertained, like Pro Wrestling Nation, who they say they're 24/7, but they're not. They just give you a bunch of repeat shit. They only give you 6 hours, 8 hours of real live shit, and then everything's taped and repeated nonsense. But they do a after dark show. Mondays is for Monday Night Raw. They're gonna break down for 1 hour of just Monday Night Raw breakdown. Tuesdays is NXT breakdown with Uncle Bully, and and he does all the NXT breakdown and talks. And then Wednesdays is AEW Dynamite review. That's the first show that originated. So they started bringing on Thursdays and Fridays is for SmackDown with Mark Henry. Thursday nights. It's supposed to be TNA Impact. But no, the host, oh my God, she's doing nothing but Collision and AEW talk. They have their fucking night on Wednesday nights. Because listen, Busted Open, TNA opens the door to Busted Open to come in and do a pre-show. We were in Slammiversary. They had, was it Sable, the rock and roll star that didn't know where the fuck he was? He didn't know his asshole from his mouth about wrestling or where he was at, but they had him doing the pre-show with Dave LaGreca, the biggest lambeojo in all of wrestling. I love this. I love talking TNA. What, for 5 seconds? You talk more about 90 movies, horror shows. Police Academy gets more fucking playtime than TNA on Pro Wrestling Nation. Get the fudge out of here, man. Get out of here. Could we? And he had the right. He had the right. Brian Hefner, who's a pro, to question about. He wants to listen in the morning of what he missed out in TNA wrestling. But no, we have this girl talking about Collision and AEW. Why? You have your own platform. You come on Fridays. You came on Saturdays. Talk there. After Dark is 1 hour of people to talk about the recap of what they just finished seeing of that show that aired live. That's my gripe, guys.
And don't forget, Kev. Shout out to our girls that were on there, but they're interviewing people that either nobody gives a fuck about or have nothing to do with TNA. They just got Casey Navarro, and oh my God, Casey! I want to ask about you and Elena. I saw Elena. You're not going to ask anything about his upcoming fucking rivals with AJ Francis. You're not going to talk about his return from a big injury that he suffered last year. No, you're going to sit here and Elena. This has to be one of what? Come on. She talks nothing about TNA. She'll, okay, this happened. Let's talk about Collision. Oh my God, Kyle Fletcher. It's ridiculous. And we've had we've been bitching about this all ever since they announced her to do the 24/7 because, okay, cool. We thought, because they don't give TNA any coverage anyway, we thought, oh, finally, they're going to have one dedicated hour. We're going to get 1 hour at least a week of TNA coverage. Yeah, bullshit.
I just want to shout out Aaron because I want you to know, hey, every creator that's out there on their hustle, keep doing what you do. So just want you to know, this is how I talk, man. So if you think, don't ever take offense. Keep doing what you do. People follow you, man. So keep doing what you do. I do want to shout out the official Scoopster, where even the likes of Fightful and Body Slam are stealing from. Hold on, I gotta plug them. Yo, if you want all your scoops, go and follow EVPCJ on Sundays. He's got your scoops. If you wonder where they're aggregating from, on Sundays from DWE Television. They have blocked him because they don't want to know where the real source is coming from, the real source of the water. So be sure to tap in, and shout out to DWE Television and EVPCJ. Nab God will also be a co-host of the Scoops because now he is sleeping with people under a dirty sheet. So the Scoopsters show will be coming soon. CJ will talk about that. Napster P has been excited for that. Yes.
Get here now. This is the best wrestling podcast on TV on the internet. Get here now.
On Saturdays.
Yeah. It is gonna be, and it's gonna get extended. And it's gonna get extended. So yes. Oh, yeah. And you don't need no Bluetooth code for that one.
Nope.
No, not at all. Yeah, so that was my little rant there when it comes to the TNA coverage all across from everywhere, except for here. You know, we're going to be with TNA, whether they're recorded. We're going to be talking about them. We're going to do that watch along. We're going to be with them. We're going to be behind the trenches, waving that TNA flag. And like I said, if they want to recognize, who cares? We still going to enjoy the product. There you go. Wave that flag and let's go with that shit. Yo, let's talk about some NXT because TNA is not collaborating. And before we get into Uncle Buck making his debut, we're going to hear from our sponsors for this upcoming summer. Oh, my gosh.
I thought I'd never
Summer is upon us real soon. When the temps start to climb, cool down your undercarriage with a poopsicle. Dude Wipes team created the world's first ice pop scented butt wipes.
It says
every dude deserves a little treat after dropping a dookie.
Like myself,
Poopsicle wipes. Get your butt over to the TP aisle or snag a pack online.
Right now.
Here, your
Cherry,
promo code.
Lemon, lime,
text
blueberry
DUDESAVE20 to 59463. Get 20% off.
You be
Dude
sure.
Wipe, sponsor of the Sports Jedi Network channel.
20.
Feel the force. Stay Dude Wipe clean.
And get your 20% off code now.
Dude this Wipes, is the one and only Paige,
the official
and you're watching Sports Jedi Network. Feel the force.
Work.
Honestly, we gotta have K-Dot do a voiceover for one of them.
Yes, yeah, we got to do that. That's definitely. The
video did fail to load for y'all, right? Or no? Because I couldn't see.
No, we saw it.
We saw it. We heard you talking. Everybody heard you talking over our.
I am so sorry. I thought because I might have said failed to load clip.
Mm-mm.
You know what?
We were good.
This is probably the last time I'm on this show, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I've done
All right, let's talk about NXT. Was a little bit of a transitional. You know, the internet is going on a tantrum with this young man, Mason Rook. He's taking it from all different slings and arrows for the contract signing. The heavy hitter has signed his contract. Tony D'Angelo, Cam Hendricks. Everyone's coming after that. I'm going to go right to Haas because I missed him on the NXT review. We didn't do it because we were in a big collaborating meeting that we had to skip it for this week. Haas, your thoughts here with NXT, man?
We're going to go Mason Rook first.
Let's go to Mason Rook. Let's go with Mason Rook.
Okay. Well, I said this on X earlier. I said he's going to make a go-through transformation probably about 2 to 3 years. I see the vision on that. But him currently, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the big dude with this moonsault, and folks got to catch him. It's a threat to society. We got guys in development. They are trying to develop their bodies, and they're trying to catch this 300-plus pound man flying through the air. It's a threat. We should be calling TSA. It's a problem. So, yes, this big-ass man needs to be grounded. Yes, so we leave it at that. Other than that, I was a fan of the Kendall Gray and Kehlani match. I was a fan of it. I like it a lot. People gonna say I sound like a gooner for saying that, but I like fine ass graps. So take what you will from that. Fine. I'm with Kendall Gray. She needs to find a character. And very fine wrestler. Again, we have fine wrestling. She doesn't have a character. Shout out to Renaissance of Wrestling. If you don't follow him on X, follow him. I compare Kendall Gray to Caitlin Clark when she was in college at Iowa. I see the same thing there. She's trying to become a star. I don't see the character there. In wrestling, you must have a character to get over. I'm not one of the guys that just say, oh, she does a great suplex with a bridge. Oh, she's going to be over. No, bro. I need to be entertained. So she needs to find a character. But fine show. The ratings didn't dictate it, but it was okay. But not the biggest Mason Rook fan right now.
Fair enough. Chris, your thoughts on Mason Rook?
I agree. As of right now, I'm not really feeling him. I'm still getting familiar with him. I know a lot of people that was wild. I know a lot of people knew him from the indies and want to see him in NXT. People clearly see something big in him. John Cena sees something big in him. So I'm curious to see where it goes. But yeah, right now I'm not feeling it. You know who else I'm not feeling at all? Who I think is boring and it's evil. Everybody made this guy a big hype, and it's just like, what are we doing with this guy? I'm not gonna say that he's new. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm not feeling him either. But NXT was fine.
I was gonna say this because I'm gonna read this comment. The only thing I could see comparison that I think Mason Rook could really murder a roast beef sandwich.
Oh, Arby's, we got the meats.
Your thoughts there?
I think I embarrassed myself enough. Again, it said video failed to load, and so I thought, okay, we're just not watching anything. Maybe I'll just do the voiceover. So again, I apologize, people, if it sounded
you're
kind of crazy.
You probably moved more dude wipes behind that.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say I'm gonna just go ahead and recluse myself from this conversation up until you start saying some off the wall things. Look, color me crazy, but I'm on the Mason Rook big back train, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Big back.
I need to see more of Mason big back Rooks, man. Listen, Bam Bam Bigelow was doing moonsaults, mind you, they was half salts because there was like a half moon because like the way he was. So give it to Mason Rook. It's different. I know it's different. It is. Look, you had humorous up there doing his thing. Ain't nobody say nothing. People were more impressed that a big guy like that, a husky dude like that, was putting in some work. Now he wastes. Now we gonna be fat shaming. We gonna be thick shaming. He's not even fat. You gonna be thick shaming big back, big body Rook. The audacity.
K-Dot, I'm going to shame him, K-Dot, because he doesn't look intimidating. He's not the intimidating fat. He comes off. He looks like a legit baby face. He's like a fucking child. He's like he's 3 years old for to come up there and wrestle you. I'm sorry, he's not the intimidating fat. Hell, I'm a big man my damn self. I told you I went and walked 5 miles today. So you got to be at least got to look like a guy that scares somebody. Mason Rook don't scare shit. Look at him. Just look at him. Bam Bam Bigelow, he look like somebody that wouldn't hurt you. I look at Mason Rook and be like, oh, he look like a nice babysitter.
Bro, what scares me is that Crummer's ass when he does the moonsault, that crack. That's what's offensive and scary. When he does that shit, you see half his fucking crack, bro. You can fucking swipe a debit card through that shit.
I mean, look at Bronson Reed and look at Mason Rook. Who looks more intimidating? It's showing Mason Rook. Just be real, man. You use Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam like he'll beat your ass.
Listen.
Mason Rook.
Mason Rook looks like two Ellen DeGenereses. He looks like two Ellens. I get it. Everything. I get it. But listen, that you're telling me in 2026, you are going to stand toe to toe with Mason Rook, but you're going to run from Bam Bam Bigelow?
Well, I ain't gonna run from either one, but I'm a special case on that one, man. I'm not gonna run from either one.
Okay, what did it say? You saying you got yourself a fighting chance against Mason Rook?
Yes. Yes, open challenge me, brother. Okay. I'll take it right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna hit him with some sweet chin music and baseball slide.
Fair enough.
Bam Bam looked intimidating. Like
it was a cocaine.
If you see him at a bar, don't fuck with him.
Mason Rook, he was doing rails. He was probably doing rails at the bar.
The like one guy that he looks like Mason Rook looks like Akeem, the formerly one man gang. He just need to start doing the hand movement.
So one more thing, I want to know what this John Cena cosign means. John Cena likes everything. He's a snake oil salesman these days. What does that cosign mean?
I'm with you. I
don't trust a man. I don't trust a man who likes a Honda.
I'm with Aaron on this one. Fine. Listen. It's a cold day. How the hell do we go on a normal day and then it turns to hell freezing over in the same podcast episode? I absolutely agree, Aaron. Yeah. This man is very talented. You know, they signed him for a reason. Look, AJ Styles is out here doing his thug thizzle. I'm not gonna get into that part as far as
I bet he's strong as hell. He doing a moonsault at 300 some pounds. I bet he squats 600 pounds. Gotta be strong as shit.
He's the second world's strongest man. That's just my opinion.
I wouldn't take a drop kick from him.
See, he's the second world's strongest man. Bro, he be benching. And then Birthright went, Birth left. We don't know what happened there, but we'll see. Kendall Gray, right? Tierra Gray, Ren Sinclair. Look, get it how you live, like we said. She's getting in where she fits in. When it comes to Tetris and it's the weird shapes or the small little pieces of these puzzles, she happens to find her way to always fit her piece into the puzzle, always finding her way to get her Tetris position right there. Wow, got it. And that's what you need. So that combination right there, perfectly done. Tony D, look, he needed to reinvent himself. It was basically, bro, you either gonna get up and do your thing or you're out the door. If he wouldn't have came through and been this new Tony D, he would have been cut just like the rest of them. And
you're right.
I think so.
I know people don't like to use the word enhancement talent, but I'm going to use the word enhancement. He's an enhancement transitional champion because right now they're just teetering the lines to see if he's great enough for his character to move on, whether it's with Seth Rollins or anybody else. If he's good enough, and who is going to be able to not only beat Tony D, but to be able to surpass, which shouldn't be too hard, surpass expectations, numbers wise, crowd reaction wise. Look, man, people are going to hate all the time, right? They hate what's going on to Ricky Saints, but they hate the fact that NXT took him away from NXT. It happens all the time. This is what it is. Colleges hate. They get players for a year and then they're going to, but look, NXT is going to be great. I think Sean knows exactly what he's doing, and the crew that's with him, the whole crew, man. Steve Corino able to go out there and still do his event out there, doing what he's doing, and then so they do have that environment. And a lot of people, we're going to talk about the evil one, but a lot of people out here get it. Who are these people? Well, guess what? That means it's anybody's moment to step up to that plate. Callie Armstrong, even though I'm not really like fond of the finisher, I get it because what I'm saying, you're implementing the power in the show. But Callie Armstrong is another one. Again, Dex's favorite star, Nikita, Big Cat Lyons, on the way back into the fold, her resurgence. You can't knock it. You can't knock the hustle. You work the way back into the storylines. But yeah, I mean, look, NXT's going great, man. Oh yeah, man.
Let me tell you this, man. I'm talking out both sides of my neck here. I'm giving Mason Rook shit right now. I'm burying him right now. But I was the first one that told you when he loses 100 pounds and does this Gunther transformation, you gonna come right back in and say, "House told you first." I'm telling you.
Kev, I know you got to go next, brother.
No,
but you said that Mason Rook, 300-pound Mason Rook,
yes,
is not threatening to you. But now you're talking life size, Ellen size is going to be threatening to you. Oh, now shit, he done slimmed up. Oh shit, he 5'5", 180 pounds. Oh shit.
Oh wait a minute. He 5'5", 350.
I don't know. I'm just saying he looks like he's about my size. I don't know.
The hell ain't intimidating me if he 5'5", 350.
You want him to lose? He needs his weight. He needs
don't. If he 5'5", he don't need the weight.
He needs this and the Hollywood Hogan beat. He needs that. That's exactly what he needs. Just do it black too. Don't even have to match. Just do it.
I'm gonna tell you, get him the Tony D'Angelo beard, and he loses 80 pounds. He gonna be about 6'1", 265. He gonna be a world beater with looking right now. I'm telling you, he can still do moonsaults or whatever. Right now, he's an insurance salesman right now because he gonna get everybody insured with their moonsaults. He gonna get somebody hurt.
Now, I want you to Kev to do your thing because I know we spoke about AAA a little bit yesterday. AAA, how you like to say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how they do need people from AAA to start elevating themselves now. Start giving them a promotion. Now it's time to really go to work. I always compare things, right? McDonald's, eventually you start, cooking burgers, flipping them, fries, and then people are like, I worked here 20 years and I got to the corporate side now. Eventually, you got to take them off the fry machine, man, and you got to put them to work. I get Mr. Iguana out there, I get that, but you got other talent out there that deserve. Los Toxicos are another.
Oh, they need to be on the main roster, kicking ass.
And get them a female valet or a manager that can speak that crossover language and cross that barrier for them, so they can be able to start. I'm just telling y'all, like. That's where that's the problem is you're looking, I get it. You're signing talent, but you need to look at AAA and see what they're doing. An hour. It's like meeting the missus for the first time, right? Man, you meet her that first time and y'all get it in and you're like, oh my God, I got to go call it back. This wasn't enough time. That's how Undertaker makes me feel. It's like, whoo, that was an hour. That was it. Oh, come on, man. It felt like we have 40 minutes of foreplay, but that's my only problem or issue with NXT is they do need to go cross border and see these talents here in AAA because they really do deserve a raise, feed their families, but to be seen on the mainstream at the end of the day, right? So,
well, we had Lindsay, Lindsay was taking on Evil, so good to see that AAA. And I'm with you, maybe La Toxicas when they sign Persephone, who could speak both English and Spanish, could bring that as a fashion.
Oh, you pissing people off with that one now. Oh, you pissing people off with that one.
Come on now.
Stir the pot.
I mean, she already has a rivalry with La Catalina. You bring in Persephone with La Toxicas, you never know. You never know.
I think her and Persephone and Raquel would be a hell of a match.
Oof. Yeah. Roxanne and
Persephone would be good.
I want to see Roxanne and Catalina.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah. That's the Gooner special.
Laguna special. I mean,
why haven't we seen a Latina World Order for LWO? That would probably bang more.
That would cook. That would cook.
That would be way better than the LWO they have right now.
Now this would fit Raquel. Well, in the words of Michael Cole, right? Raquel Rodriguez. It would fit her now, not because of the culture, but now she can truly go into her own. She's, Chicana, she represents, but she's going into the God side. That ain't never happened. Look, you were embarrassed of your sibling who loved the emo shit while you were listening to all the other rappers. Like, man, that's my little punk ass brother. Don't even mind him. He broke up with his girl. He listening to Good Charlotte right now. Just give an example. I do this. I'm a Good Charlotte. Anyway, went off track. But now, look, man, I think they need to try things. And if you're really trying to be dangerous, it gets Raquel right out of that Judgment Day trenches and puts them into something fresh that they can truly hone as their own. And you ain't never seen that being done before in a very long time, especially in mainstream like this.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, you got La Toxicas, you got Fatal Influence. My goodness. You like them? Let's go. Let's get some of that. What happened to the World Collide stuff? What's up with all that? They would like to see.
Those shows.
Yeah, let's get some more. And then you have TNA still. some of those knockouts could use a little roughing up. You got Tessa who likes to get her out of. I know she does a lot of CMLL, but Tessa's TNA, if you put TNA and if you're WWE, you want to make her work with a little AAA. I would like.
I honestly don't think she's allowed to do AAA.
I wonder why. But there's a collaboration, so I don't know. That'd be interesting. That's an interesting
also wonder.
concept.
It is. No, it's interesting. Again, Tessa's contract. It's probably very, very funky. She's probably, it's very probably weird. But I'm assuming she's probably not allowed to do that. But if she is,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. But I obviously I would want that. So are they doing a show tonight?
Yes.
Okay, I'll check it out a little bit. Maybe
there's a show tonight. I'll check it out tomorrow. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tonight's
we got the MMA. We got the MMA program for us, and we're gonna watch that Netflix. I'm investing on that. I'll check.
Yeah,
on there. And they got that NXT Evil. I wanted to talk about Evil, bro. Presentation wise, I'm not feeling it. I need something. He won with a side Russian leg sweep, a front leg sweep. What are we doing? Is he watching Chris? Is he watching Cobra Kai?
He probably listened to our review show when we reviewed Cobra Kai. I was like, I'll take some of these moves. Look, I don't know. I'm not feeling him either. They're trying to make him look strong. They're trying to present him cool. I don't even think what's his name now? Hakuri. Naruto.
No, he wished he was strong as Naruto.
Naraku. Naraku. Naraku.
Well, I want to see how he goes up against some other opponents. I guess it's still kind of fresh and early for the same thing I'll say with Mason Rook. I'm not familiar because I don't watch every single wrestling promotion in the world. So I might not be familiar with him, but it's still early. I'm still curious to see how it goes, but yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Hey, let me ask this to Haas about Naruto.
Okay.
Do you agree with me? Do you think he shouldn't buy, just rent?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give him a month. I'm gonna give him 1 month to win me over, because I have the same smoke with him that I have with Mason Rook. I think Mason Rook is too big and out of shape. I think Naruto is small as hell.
He's old.
He's old. Mr. EO Sky, I can't take him seriously. I don't fear him. Like, I'm sick of seeing wrestlers that don't put any fear in my heart. Like, you look small. Like, his head is bigger than his whole body. Got more head than he got more than body. What did Mike F say that? What was that? All About the Benjamin?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes. If you look at Naruto, look at his big ass head, and then look at his small ass body. He got dad bod too. Like, what's with all these out of shape ass wrestlers? Like, man, I'm sick of the normal man being the wrestlers on my TV screen. And I understand their development. And if it sounds like I'm burying them, yeah, good. Wrestlers back in the day used to look like bodybuilders and be like, yeah, I want to look like him. Nobody wants to look like Naruto, or have you say his name. Nobody wants to look like Mason Rook. It's just, that's where I am with it. I want, these are people that you want to look like. None of these guys you want to look like. None of them. If you go watch this with your old lady and be like, oh yeah, I watch wrestling. Who's your favorite wrestler? Oh, the big fat guy over there doing moonsaults. No, the big head Asian man that does side Russian leg sweeps. No, you can't sell this shit to these people. You can't. And that's why they call us geeks and nerds for watching this. Like, it don't even look realistic. Like, man, look who we accept in here. We talk about AI slop. We are accepting indie slop. That's what we're accepting. Like, I wish if they want to come talk to me in person, I'm all for it. I just don't take none of these guys seriously. My favorite wrestler of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm up here saying, oh yeah, I accept.
Go on, shoot, son. Go on, shoot now. So you shooting?
Yeah, I'm shooting. Yeah, but I'm accepting Naruto is a great wrestler. Man, no.
Yo,
we used to have standards. Chris are like this. You're a Steelers fan. The standard is the standard. Where are our standards as wrestling fans?
Dang.
We allow everybody in here. This used to be a fraternity, a strong sorority for the women and a strong fraternity for the men. We allow anybody in here who could do anything because we love moves. We like moves and dangerous spots. This is not wrestling today. This is a parody of wrestling. Oh, everybody, the AEW fans love to say that. They love that word, a parody of wrestling. All of wrestling in 2026 is a parody of wrestling. Every last company. I'm burying every last one of them. Every last one of them. Because we allow slop like this.
Oh,
we deserve better as fans. I'm off my soapbox on that one.
No, Gag, you got the slow cooker today, man. You out here smoking meat. Hey,
pull up to the front door.
Hey, yo. Whoa, that was wild, Kev. I'm not smoking meat. No.
Hey, at least for Naruku, they have a Maybelline sponsorship. He can get extra eyeliner for when he goes out.
You ain't lying. Yeah, that handsome man. I'll give him that handsome big head man. How about that?
I just want to know. I just want to know if he knows how to roll a mean dragon roll after he's done in NXT.
just don't knock it till you try it. So I studied Aikido. My sensei Morihei Ueshiba said one thing to me. Ore nehi usamaye, which stands for wisdom often teaches love, but it teaches redemption.
Okay.
So Domarigato.
You have to understand something, people. This is the life that he chose. And I know it's not soiling over for y'all. You watered the seeds and nothing's growing. It's a bunch of reg when you thought you was getting some purple kush. I understand. It's not even reg. It's like brown. It's like Cleveland Brown shit. It's awful. And if you back in the day getting OG reg, then you understand what I'm talking about when they said and it's like the real big buzz. Like it's real big buzz, but it's like brown. Anyway, it happens. But you listen, you got to give it the chance to marinate over sometimes. And I get it. Sometimes you're going to run out of money. And that weed, I'm not going to smoke this because I got money. But what about the times you broke and you ain't got nothing? You smoked all your good doobies and put them all together and you smoked them all. You're going to turn right back to that brown bag and you're going to be like, but you're going to roll up and you're going to get high to it. Give it a chance. I promise it'll get you lifted. Even if it don't get you, it gets you a headache and it gets you a little annoyed and irritated. But it's going to get you lifted and it's going to make you feel something.
This is one hell of an analogy. I get it, though. I get it. This wrestling don't work with it, though. I get the analogy, though, bro. I get it. I get where you're going. I get it. But this Mason Rook crack ain't it for you, fella. This Naraku, it ain't hitting that hard, fella. It ain't. You tried it.
It goes back to the statement I made. NXT, they with all the male talent that right now is dominating, they need to continue the NIL program, at least for the male part of the talent when it comes to the professional wrestlers. They got to still keep that. They still got to bring in those NIL male and females because proof is in the pudding. They have a lot of success with Obafemi, with Brock, with Braun, with Trick, with Oba. With so many of them. They need to continue with that NIL program. Still continue that NIL program. Bring those men and women. We're trying to give the opportunity, and we've been a big fan because we can't be hypocritical. Me and Chris didn't like BDE being in TNA, taking opportunity from independent wrestlers, opportunities and chance where some people that need chances that it's because he's a YouTuber coming out and wants to do the wrestling, but you're making an argument why they need NIL wrestlers and there's nothing wrong against the independent men that are out there hustling and working their ass off. Like you said, K-Dot, we respect the hustle. We respect all the hustle, all the men and women. But there's also in a business that is aesthetically where your look sells is your brand. You got to look a certain part too.
So isn't he looking his part?
Who? Naruku?
Yeah, Naruku. Isn't he looking his part? I mean,
bro, I don't need him to look like my hibachi chef from Benihana's.
He kind of looks like a Jedi master. He kind of look what he's wearing. I'm just saying, he kind of looking like an evil Jedi. I'm just saying. Just
K9, I'm gonna tell you the standard is Finn Balor. You need to be looking like at least like Finn Balor. I'm just being serious. If you're gonna be small, you need to be fit like Finn Balor. Or if you're gonna be big, you need to be Roman Reigns is a big stretch for people these days. But that used to be the standard. Yeah, that used to be the damn standard. Now, if you're gonna be big, you need to be monstrous big. But that used to be a standard too. We don't even have those anymore. We got short, fat guys. That's what we got. Yeah, we got stubby individuals out here.
So you're telling me I have a chance.
You do, Cam. You do. Long as you don't tear your ACL, you got a chance, Cam. If I keep running 5 miles for a month straight, I got a chance. I'm telling you this, man. No,
bro, listen off the stickers in the chat.
Hold on.
Stop telling people what they can talk about, man. Come on, let Hoss cook.
They buried Mason Rook. They buried Mason Rook in 1 minute. They say, is that a fan?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, well, you didn't have cook.
It's all right. Me.
Well, I did not
say this.
know when he was going to start
Joseph
cooking. That's my apology.
Yeah,
Vic Joseph said it, not me. He said, is that a fan? Not me. I was watching the show.
You call that a berry? You call that a berry?
What? If they call a professional wrestler, is that a fan? Yeah, that's a burial. You're supposed to be a great looking athlete.
Bro, it's like they did with this with Westbrook on Wednesday with that jobber. Bro, the Taz said, yeah, speedball and his opponent.
Think about this. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. If they go out there and say Myles Garrett, is that a fan?
They said speedball and his opponent.
Are you hearing me?
You're not scared of Tony D. Miles Bourne don't frighten you. If I see
no, Miles Bourne is great. Miles Bourne, I enjoy Miles Bourne. He's good. He's great.
They are in incredible shape. Okay, hold on. Before we go Aaron said the takes are disappointing. I understand what you're saying, Aaron. Talent.
Listen,
we just look at wrestling different, bud. That's it.
Yeah. All the men and women are talented. Every last one of them. I said it
Most
earlier.
Of them don't look like wrestlers.
Yes, we see fine wrestling every week on all these shows. A lot of these people do not look the part. And that's 60% of it. I ain't going to say 50. It may be 75% of it.
Yeah.
It's all about looks in this game.
Yeah.
It's all about it. We're just being real, man.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It's a lot of talented wrestlers out there. They sell me a t-shirt. I don't want to buy their merch. So that's why they don't get traction, because they're not pleasing to the eye. And I'm a very heterosexual man, but I can tell you what.
You know what? No,
I will tell you. I'm just gonna tell you, just honestly, Roman Reigns will make me buy a t-shirt before Mason Rook will. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, man.
And people, and no, but because you say that, but it's but when girls go out there and say all these, well, Roman Reigns is just so hot, and that's why he's my favorite. That's
probably liking them post, and you lucky we can't see
that's accepted though. The girls can go out there and they could put all these edits on Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, but we can't come. We just look at wrestling differently, with all due respect, because it's all about looks.
Then if it's about talent there, Mr. Aaron, then stop hating on stop going on a 24-8 32-8 bashing of WWE. You making look, brother, they made a PowerPoint presentation about your contradictory statements about WWE and AEW and how you compare it, and once you box them in the same, and you never responded, brother, you're focusing way too much on WWE. We're going through a bunch of topics. Look, man, he said himself, we are very, very, get one thing clear. Absolutely clear. Very heterosexual. I mean, listen. That's just a disclaimer. But he's right. Roman will make you buy a shirt. Seth will make fellas buy shirts. Cody Rhodes, Colonel Guile, they're making their feels. He's making fellas buy shirts. Damian Priest is making fellas buy shirts. And I even tell you,
I have one.
Yeah.
Me too.
The people that are, again, let me put this disclaimer out there. We are very happily heterosexual. But please critique me anytime you want. If you say I got titties like Kevin James, by all means tell me. What do you want, man? Take the comment off. What do you want, man? What you want? This is what you want? Is this what you want? Criticize my body. Criticize my body. Criticize it. I'm right here, baby. Criticize my body. Just go on and do it. Look, I got a microphone right there. I look like a caramel version of Mason Rook if I just colored my hair, or even just cut it a little bit with the mullet and got rid of this. What you want, man? Look, you want me, dog? Look at them titties. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know I'm 75% back. Go put on a commercial, man, before we get us canceled in this bitch. Go put on a goddamn commercial, Aaron. Aaron, I'm worried about you. You think I'm worried about how I look? You think I care about what people think about me?
Here we go.
Go let AEW fan 12677.
Don't go anywhere. This segment is sponsored by Dude Wipes. Whether you're grinding through work, hitting the gym, or locked in for a full night of wrestling, Dude Wipes help you stay fresh. Simple as that. Portable, convenient, and designed for real life. And of course, this show is powered by the Sports Jedi Network. Independent wrestling coverage, real discussion, and a community that actually knows the product. If you rock with what we do here, support the sponsors that support the channel. Now, let's get back to the breakdown. Take it away, PGH Chris and Sports Jedi Kev.
You're watching Jedi Sports Network with Kev.
Well, thank you for not caring how I look.
You've done tapped everyone out.
Oh my God, you have me crying. Oh my God.
And you think I'm hard? No, man. I drink White Russian because I don't want to drink too much vodka. Listen, man, I drink pina coladas with orange juice, all right? That's what I do. That's what I do, man.
Oh, man.
I watch Jersey Shore with my missus. I watch Mama June on WeTV on Fridays, and I watch OP Live, okay? Fella, leave us alone. We are just some grown-ass, let me say it one more time, heterosexual men, very heterosexual, who just happen to want to critique other men.
Okay, no, full disclaimer. I had to go take another shot of bourbon because when we just saw that was hilarious.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh my God.
There you go. Shot tonight.
Yeah,
shout out,
man.
Right. You guys are hilarious.
That's right.
You guys are hilarious, man. I love this.
We haven't even got the Raw and SmackDown yet.
I'm about to drop my drawers for Raw. Let me drop my drawers for Raw.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're stand up on my chair for that.
We gotta get the OnlyFans. Okay, Doc. We gotta get the OnlyFans going.
Hey, man. Let me know, brother. Dude Wipes. Y'all know where to get it from. I got mine ordered too. Y'all know where to get it from.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is just crazy.
Let us talk about how fellas look. Now, when we start talking about women, like, okay, go on and cut us off. Tell people something like that. We get it. Man, we talking about other fellas, man. You should be calling us zesty and sassy moments. And look at you. What y'all doing over here? This ain't America's Next Top Model. Come on, man. Let us do what we doing. All right? Is that all right?
Oh. See,
is that okay for me to say sometimes? Hey, damn, fuck, Cody been working out or something? Shit.
Don't blame us. Blame Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the one that told us that wrestling had a standard.
And if I can't recall, I think
Patterson for that.
And if I can't recall, that's somebody that. Oh, geez, Pat.
I'm tapping out.
Oh man!
Oh, crying!
Oh,
but yeah, why do you think Hulk Hogan has a documentary right now? Why do you think it?
He needs the money, brother.
This man had 4 moves. He had 4 moves. 4. I'm probably giving him credit for 4. He might have had 3.
You want to make some serious money, brother?
But yeah, this man, he had the aesthetic. He looked like someone that would beat your tail. And this man had the leg drop. And he had the 24-inch pythons. Yes, that was the standard. Ultimate Warrior couldn't wrestle for shit, but he had the physique. Everybody hated him, but guess what? He go out here and shake his head and shit and go and lose his mind, and everybody loved it. The biggest man out here was Andre the Giant, and he was in shape. And on his worst day, he was in better shape than half the wrestlers we got now, man. It's not even okay. I'm going to tell you about something in the black community here. Aretha Franklin, rest her soul. She was in a concert with a whole bunch of women. Yes, she was in a concert with a whole bunch of other women, and she thought they couldn't sing like her. She said, "Oh, look at all the beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns." Yeah, they can't sing like me, baby, but they got beautiful gowns. That's what wrestling is now. We got like 2 or 3 great looking wrestlers, and the rest of them are vanilla midgets that can't draw a dime. They can't draw a dime, and it's sad. That's why I get up here and roast these men, because I'm finna sound very zesty by the words I say. I want men that can draw a dime. Yes, I said it. I need men on the TV that can draw a dime, and a lot of them can't.
Man, I wish we could play this music right now. It's raining, man. Hallelujah. It's raining, man.
It should be in the WWE, and it ain't. It should be in AEW, and it's not. Like
that was Pat Patterson's favorite song. He would wake up 2 in the morning in the shower.
the second
it's Royal Rumble.
You want to hear something crazy? CM Punk has a top 5 physique in the WWE. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Oh, top 3. Give him top 3, bro.
Phil Brooks, and he just got in the best shape of his life to go against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Yes, that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Hey, and you know what? Look at this. You want to take listen. Okay, go back to Harley Race. Harley Race was a 9 exactly, but that man was about a Twinkie away from type 2 diabetes and a stroke. Mind you, man was like this his entire career. Mm-hmm. Drinking beer, drinking alcohol, fast food, on the road. He probably did have diabetes. You never know the situation. But guess what? At that time, in that era, you just needed to be a bruiser. That's it. Not a bruiser weight, a true bruiser. Somebody, that's the guy you see fighting at the bar. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that's just good old Willie, man. We see that man fighting all the time over a poker game. He was convincing at that time. Times have changed. This is what people look at now, too, unfortunately. TKO, you think Haas, you're looking at Haas like the devil of body shaming right now? Listen, you don't think they're doing that in TKO before when they get the applications? You don't think the PC's doing that? You don't think they have what they're looking for?
Yes.
And you don't think
they'll watch LFG?
Yes.
The few episodes I've seen on LFG, I finally got to find it where it is. I saw 1 episode of LFG. You got to look the part. You got to look the part. What does that mean? Bully said that. You got to look the part. What does he think? What do we think he means? No, when he's not looking the part in terms of go out there and give me a suplex off the top rope or whatever. No, looking the part is how you look for this.
Exactly.
I got another example here. Booker T just told Nikita Lyons to dial back the sex appeal, that it was taken away from her wrestling. You hear what I'm saying? Had to dial it back. She too sexy for TV. You hear what I'm saying? And people talking about she don't belong in NXT because she looks the part, but she don't have the natural talent. We've lost the plot. We've lost the plot here. We have, because
that's why she hasn't been released.
Yes,
exactly.
We supposed to be. It's about selling tickets and selling merch. I just told you the standard is Finn Balor. Finn Balor, he got 2 world heavyweight championship opportunities. Why didn't he win? Why didn't he win?
Haas, and I don't mean to cut in, but let's be honest now. So if we would happen to walk through a door and a few majority of the people were, and they see Mason Rook, they're gonna be like, oh, that's okay. And when they see Finn Balor, what they gonna say? Girl, you see him? Look at him.
Exactly.
He has appeal to both all audiences. All audiences.
Yes.
It don't matter. That
No, you're right. You're right. Like, again, all these girls, they
my
even
brother
these streamers.
is my brother is, for those who know, I'm sorry, Chris, but he
go.
Let's describe my brother.
Mm-hmm.
John Leguizamo from Tu Wong Fu. just
okay.
Google that if you ain't seen it. So,
man. A lot of people are not initiating this K-Dot. They're not initiating this K-Dot. A lot of them ain't.
I come from a place of very true, authentic sincerity. And I truly mean that. Oh, not again. Now y'all are trolling. Look at don't put that question.
Oh my
God. Dean's Night. We've been on it for about 45 minutes about Mason Rook. You can rewind it a little bit.
Get here right now. The best wrestling podcast on Saturday. Get here now. We take it there. We tell you everything about it. We take it there. But Cam, we gotta get the SmackDown and Raw. We gotta get the one up. We'll be here all day with this.
Yeah, the fight's gonna start in 2 hours too. I know you're doing the watch along for that.
Oh my God, dude! Oh my goodness! No, we're good with that one.
No,
man.
we're good. We're good.
I just want to know the final thoughts on Mason. So, who knew Mason Rook was gonna take over the streaming?
Oh, final thoughts. This man's gonna be NXT champion next year. You better believe it.
Bro, at this point, I'd rather take Charlotte Hill as the world champion because at least he looks the fucking part.
I'm right with
Chris,
you.
give us your long thoughts.
I'm with you guys. I don't know how much I could really say that hasn't been said. I'm not gonna say. I told somebody. I think I said this off air, so I'll tell you what I really think of him off air. I'm not gonna say it on
here. I'm gonna leave it at this.
So for those who didn't catch it, go ahead, Hoss. Leave it. Go ahead.
Wrestling fans love fat men. That's where I'm at. They love fat men. I've never seen.
Look in the private chat, and that's what I think of him.
I've never seen fat men get this much love in my life, and I'm a fat man. I'll just leave it at that.
I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself from that intrusive thought, Chris. I went, wait a minute.
That's why, yeah.
Nope.
So
then they call them side cutters.
But for those who didn't get my thoughts from Mason Rook about 30 minutes ago, I'll go ahead and start from the beginning. We're barely on Tuesday. You see, I knew I wasn't going to came on the show.
I question the taste of the modern wrestling fan every day, and I hear the thoughts of the modern wrestling fan. I'd be like, we lost the plot a long time ago. We lost it a long time ago. And people wonder why we can't draw 6 million people anymore.
And don't get it twisted. We are heterosexual.
Very. Put the very in front of it. Very.
Varies.
Yes.
Very super.
We talk about our ladies a lot on the show. So
yes,
the real listeners know that.
I'm gonna leave it at this, and we're gonna move on. This company right here, this company used to compete with Monday Night Football. Yes, on Mondays, used to take people away. Now we are accepting guys that are fatter than offensive linemen in the NFL. That's where we're at. That is where we're at, people. We are accepting guys who are bigger than starting left tackles that can do moonsaults. That's where we're at.
Shawn Michaels is telling them, this is Remember the Titans. I want you to go find yourself another partner, of a different race, and you go and get to know your partner, and then you got Shawn Michaels being Sandra Bullock. Mason Rook, you gonna be my blind side now. He look like a fool.
We gonna do up downs to Mason Rook is no longer tired. We gonna go to 3-a-day practices.
But you know what? You make a great example there because even Jacob Fatu, dude was out of shape, and look at the shape.
He was smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey on the Indies. I'm serious. No, I'm not even trying to be funny.
He said he was in the alley.
Go watch his MLW promos. He's literally smoking cigarettes in his promos. In MLW. Talking about how he was locked up and shit.
Roman Reigns would tell you how he got his cousins all in line. Jey Uso got in the best shape of his life. Jimmy got in the best shape of his life.
Did you guys see Jimmy when he first came on? When they were wearing the face paint and they were doing the dude, Jimmy
he was a little thick. Shape. He was a little thick.
Yeah.
And again, I watched Total Divas. Again, I'm, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show, but he was very chubby.
Yes, we call it sports entertainment. The least you could be is be in shape. At least.
For real. And let's be honest, the way we would watch Total Divas, if the men had their own, don't act like we would not be tuning in to Total Men. We would be tuning in, watching Cody and CM Punk and Roman too. And oh, shit.
I mean, isn't that what when you see Netflix do the starting five with the NBA and the quarterback for that's really what the fuck it is.
I'm hold on. I gotta
John
say this.
Damn, nice ass.
The standard has gotten so low for men. Look at the women in this company. All of them are in shape. We only got a few of them that's big. Only a few. A very minute few. But we look at the men. Half of them are fat. Half of them. The women are in the best shape in this company. The women, they're setting the standard. That's where we're at. Look at all our women main eventers. They're in impeccable shape. Every last one of them. And we pushing guys like Mason Rook in development. What kind of message are we sending?
Paul Heyman is a Hall of Famer.
We got people that talk about Obafemi's fat. We got people that say that.
What?
Yeah, people say Obafemi's fat.
They must mean PHAT.
Well, I don't know, but we got people that say that. But yes, I go back to what I was saying though. The women are all of them in great shape, and we allow anything for men. Yeah, you can do whatever you want as a man. Be fat, be chubby, be slight. Oh, women, they brick houses. The women are brick houses. Yeah, man, let's go to Raw, man. We gotta go to Raw, man. Let's go to Raw.
We gotta go to Raw.
And I join your rapping company.
Speaking of the fridge, let's go to the refrigerator.
Oh, if you cornet, if you know, you know, yeah.
What's up, Devin? We acknowledge you. We
gotta shout out our boy Devin. Yes, yo, what up, Dev? What up? What is good, man? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing on X, man. Definitely wanted to shout you out. Yeah, let's go right into Monday Night Raw. We mix it with Friday Night SmackDown, the whole bloodline drama. Where I'm gonna go with that with Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu ain't acknowledging anybody. Screw that, and he is ready, fired up, taking out the cousins. Even Roman Reigns with the tongue and death grip, unhinged. Total, I don't give a F. I ain't gonna respect you. I don't know about you. I'm gonna go right to you, K-Dot. I love this because we in a Latino family. Who doesn't argue or doesn't have a stripe with a cousin?
That's true. That's true. It happens all the time, more often than not.
And then you got these jokers like JD and Solomon Monster. This is boring. This is the rehash, bro. Come on.
And the crazy part
take the white hoods off.
The Usos. Oh, they're supposed to be the third round. My fault.
They're the Wizards.
He said they're the Dukes.
They're the Dukes. Yeah, the Dukes. That's gonna be their nickname from now on. Whenever we mention the Dukes, those are those guys. Those are the ones that we're referencing because we don't want to give them too much credit here.
And we do have those cousins where, like the Usos, look, you gotta take some time away, but hey, look, apologies, you know what I mean? Nah, it's all love, man. And then you do got them cousins who just wild out. It's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna deal with him. But if it comes, and anytime you do try to make amends or whatever, it happens. It happens way more often than not.
That's realism. Maybe they don't got family because they're the ones that take grandma and they put them in a nursing home and you know they put them away instead of taking care of them and you know cold Christmases. You know they meet once a year and it's but not for us. That's why that storyline bloodline resonates. Everybody, family, everybody has a little bit of an issue or doesn't see eye to eye with family, but they're doing this in wrestling. It doesn't matter. It's always different. It's always the same. There's always some type of situation within family, and that's why I love what's going on with Monday Night Raw with Roman Reigns and the whole bloodline story. I could resonate.
Fatu is really holding his own, man. Fatu is really holding his own. And again, this disclaimer about we are very, very heterosexual. It also plays into this next part. Only because there, again, Haas, your point, there's not a lot of menacing people that, hey, look, man, I think twice about pulling up on him. There's not a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? You got to go to the yard. You got to hold yourself down. You know what I mean? You really got to shit. I'm very, very heterosexual. But if there's somebody in this world that said, drop to your knees and call me Zaddy, it's Jacob Fatu, without hesitation. I do it in front of my girl. I do it live on stream. Listen, again, I am very, very, very heterosexual. I mean that in every sense of the word. But if you talk about menacing and fearing who can see you on the streets, and you see them talking to themselves too, like you know, if there's a crackhead arguing with themselves, oh shit, you don't fuck with them. They really in the discussion right now. They handling some real business. We just can't see who they handling, but they handling somebody. Those are people you don't want to fuck with. He's one of them. And if he said drop to your knees, I said yes, sir. What you need? Call me Zaddy. Yes, sir.
Yikes.
Yeah, that I mean.
Help.
You want this tongue and death grip?
Again, I'm telling you, the best show on the internet today. Best show. Oh, that's right. You heard it, Devin. You heard what he said.
You heard what I said. You want me to stand on my business? Listen, if there is anybody in this world that if I see in the streets, IRL, he don't need the gun. I can have the gun. I'm going to say, here you go. Drop to your knees. Yes, sir. Call me Zaddy. Yes, sir. And then say, yeah, that I mean after that. Yes, Zaddy. Yeah, that I mean. Hey, I'll be right there. What you need me to do?
Help.
Feel this tongue and death whip.
Okay. Oh, Chris, you want to go? You want me to go?
I love the storyline. The storyline's fine. The storyline's good. It's actually one of the most, one of the better things out of pro wrestling that I actually have interest in watching. Dude, if Monday Night Raw didn't have the bloodline, like some of it would just feel like a repeat of last week's show. Like, if I'm being honest. So I think the move that they did with putting Jacob on Raw, it helped Monday Night Raw a lot because now you have a good story there. Maybe they can start, my only problem, we're not there yet, is the thing with Obafemi, but that's my only thing for Raw that's kind of as well. But this is saving the show overall. I think it's even you look at both brands because we're incorporating both Raw and SmackDown right now since we're just talking about WWE. No real storylines happening over there either that gravitates like this. So I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I don't think Jacob's gonna win a world title soon. I don't see Roman dropping that belt, especially going into SummerSlam.
This comments are wild. Not you, Chris. The fucking comment. Hold up. No, he said about switching up. He said about the switch up. Aaron with the switch up. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I would tell you this. The only if you watch the last few weeks, as we all have, the only person that's getting over is Jacob Fatu. We've been watching these shows, and people be like, man, find wrestling matches. We want more wrestling matches. And nobody's getting over but the guys who's in a consistent story right now, which is Jacob Fatu. He's demolishing his cousins right now, and he's getting over as fuck. Shout out to that quote. Absolutely. But yes, you got K-Dot saying wild shit about Jacob Fatu, because guess what? He's getting over. You say things like that when people get over. We watched SmackDown. You know who was the most over thing on SmackDown recently? A cookie. And the cookie died. Yes, the highest ratings on SmackDown came from Trick Williams eulogizing a cookie. That shows you where the WWE is. No one is getting over, but people are tired of Jacob Fatu and his family. You don't like good television. Just say it. Just say it. You want to see worthless matches, and you want to just be like, oh man, yeah, great show. Yeah, I saw people body slam someone. I saw two guys slathering in sweat. Great show. But no, the story that carries the show forward, it gets panned and slandered. Again, we have lost the plot in wrestling. Stories used to carry people over. Again, I'll tell you, my GOAT wrestler is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Many people can't name you 5 of his greatest matches. They can give you 10 of his best promos. They can tell you those. They can tell you 5 of his best segments. Yeah, that's all it takes. It don't take a 20-minute wrestling match. It don't take a 40-minute marathon match to get over. Look at Trick Williams. He got an intro, and he up here singing and rapping with Lil Yachty, and he might be one of the most over people going right now. And I'm not just saying it as a black man. All of Columbia, South Carolina said it last night. All of them.
Let's talk about it.
One of them. Yeah, every last one of them. That's what over is. And you know who he wrestled? He wrestled The Miz, who ain't been in a relevant match in 10 years. That's where I'm at with it. That's wrestling. That's how you get over. You ain't got to give me a 10-star match in the Tokyo Dome to get over. Because truth be told, we haven't got to SmackDown yet, but let's talk about this right now. We saw Royce Keys and Gunther wrestle last night.
Ooh, that was great.
Yeah, it was a great match. Yeah, great match. When Royce Keys came out there, what did you hear? Crickets. You ain't hear shit. You ain't hear nothing. You heard absolutely nothing. He been up here squashing people for weeks. But he ain't got over because he not in a relevant story. He up here yelling, all right, and talking to Jacob Fatu. That's all he doing. That ain't how you get over, man. Come on, man.
What about Ricky Sayers?
Ricky, he got less than crickets. He got the wind outside. That's what he got.
You could hear a fucking cotton ball drop on the floor.
A strong gust. That's what he got, man. That's what he got.
Rob.
I'm just being honest. To get over in wrestling, you got to be charismatic, give me some great talking points, and do some silly shit. I ain't talking about goofy shit. Silly shit like Stone Cold came out there with a beer truck and just rinsed everybody else out. Or Kurt Angle come out there with a milk truck and rinse everybody else out. We know they can wrestle. They wouldn't hire you if you couldn't wrestle. That's where we're at. Nobody can get over on their own for 5 minutes of not wrestling. That's where we're at, man.
So I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Hoss. I didn't mean to cut you off. I meant to mute. Go ahead.
Okay. I can sit up here and watch all these promotions, and they can do all the aerial acrobatics, backflips, neck breakers, cutters, and whatnot. We see it all every week, and none of them are over. They're just fine wrestlers, and the ratings continue to go down. Every last one of them. I'm talking about every company. And this is about making money. I ain't talking about fans. I was sports entertained. I was pleased. No, we're talking about from a business sense. None of these people are over. You got about 4 guys that's over in the whole industry. 4. And I'm talking about every wrestling promotion going. You got about 4 guys that are legitimately over. That's a damn shame. I'm just being for real.
You being honest, as it should be. You talking like a real man that goes to work, has his family, goes to sleep, and wakes up, and the first thing that ain't on your mind is what the fuck is WWE up to today, or what is AEW up to today? You motherfuckers. Let me see what Tony Khan's punk ass is up to. Triple H, yo, big nose toucan Sam having ass bitch. What is he up to? Just let it go, man. This is why wrestling the way it is today. No, it's like this because people are not drawn to want to sit there and watch 20-minute matches. No disrespect to Tony Khan. Get it how you live. But ain't nobody want to watch a fucking Coachella Day 1 festival fucking lineup. 14 fucking 15, 16 matches. Bitch, ain't nobody on ecstasy that long. The fucking drugs will wear out before the fucking event's over. Golly. And I get it. TKO was being scummy. I get it. Right? Not a lot of matches. Understandable. But if they go drop 7 or 8, guess what? Oh my God, they're too much and too long. We can't bear this. Bitch, you asked for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if the drugs wear the fuck off, if I could smoke 10 fucking blunts and still be sober, and take some liquor shots while I'm at it. It don't matter what it is. Just give me whatever. Fireballs. Give me the Russian shit, the $8.99. The one that'll really fuck you up after 3 shots.
Georgie?
Whatever it is, Tekken or whatever the shit is. Get Takin or give me that shit. And I promise you, I'll go to jail and get released before an AEW event is fucking over. Mind you, it takes me like 12 fucking hours to get released. If you did, I go to jail and I still, oh shit, this shit's still on? Damn, what did I miss? Nothing much. You probably missed about 2 fucking matches. You appreciate New Japan Pro Wrestling? Great. A lot of people do. Shout out to everybody. That's why, again, focus on what you appreciate. I appreciate sports entertainment because I got a goddamn life and I got family out here. So I can't sit around listen, SmackDown already has me enough. You were on 5 hours last night, Kev. No wonder you wanted to get the fuck off. I noticed that shit. SmackDown was 3 hours. But we live in it. You think I want to add fucking 27 hours on top of that shit? If you are, great. More power to you.
There's wrestling every day. There's wrestling 7 days a fucking week. There's wrestling Monday through Saturday. Literally, Sunday's the only day there's no wrestling, except when pay-per-views.
Please.
I don't have time to watch fucking New Japan and NWA and Ring of Honor. Again, those seem like great promotions, and they probably have some talent. But again, it's all they have nobody that draws attention to me. They have nobody that, again, they're a bunch of who's, in my opinion.
And WWE's
so
different.
I don't know.
Look, you fucking take the drugs, and by the time the event's done, you're still high. You're barely reaching the peak of your fucking high, and you're gonna end up in fucking jail. It's like, damn, I went to this WWE event. It was over so fucking fast. Shit, man, I just got fucked. I don't remember what happened. So they got a problem too. They do. And I hope, for God's sakes, you are not using Blowjob Bethel as any kind of reference, because ain't no goddamn way everybody is watching 500 to 800K a week. You out of your goddamn mind. I work as a digital media corporate. I can see numbers. Their max replays ain't even hitting 20,000 a week. Both shows.
Nobody
got the fucking person that's going to come on the show.
Max.
In 3 weeks, season 2 starts. We're going to have an executive go on record that started this whole fire wave with me and Nick. Shout out to the Nick dog. But ain't nobody. Yes, they laughed and said they would be crazy and funny if they even hit 20,000. 20,000.
Nobody's watching on fucking Max. Maybe 1 or 2. I know like 3 people that watch on Max.
I'm one of those people that's watching.
You saw the monster and maybe Aaron. That's it.
I'm one of those people.
They look. You can say what you want. That's fine. Okay. If whatever your job is, I'm not gonna sit there and you be like, yeah, man, I had a hard days of work. I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't. Man, I had a hard day's work. A kid almost drowned in the pool. I had to jump in and save them. Hey, man, you had a hard day. I can't knock. Oh, you old Baywatch having ass bitch. I can't tell you nothing like that. I can't, because I can't knock your job. Come on, man. You can't go laugh and say, okay, when I'm sitting here saying I'll have these executives go on record off this shit. Like, a lot of people want to hide behind sources. I'm not, because I don't play the source game. That's the first thing I told a lot of my people. I don't play the source game. I told Jedi. I told Kevin, Chris, we play the narrative game, and we put the narratives out there that are going to hit the streets. So if you want to get put on the Hot 9 exclusive on the Summer Jam screen, by all means, come through. I'll give you a front row seat. But I promise you, you're not going to like the pullback behind the curtain. You're not going to like the numbers. And if I was so wrong, BJ would have came out and said something, but he fucking didn't. Because he knows he's blowing so much smoke out of his ass, he'll be high for 2 weeks walking on the clouds. He'll be higher than Snoop Dogg.
Aaron, he's not being disrespectful. He's telling you he has facts.
No, I said nobody watches it on Max. Nobody does. Nobody,
okay.
nobody sits there and watches fucking AEW. You can't even find Max on the freaking AEW algorithm or AEW on the Max algorithm. It doesn't show up. You have to type in AEW. They don't even promote it.
That's a fact.
They don't like. Nobody gives a shit about AEW on Max. I'm sorry, but anyway, I don't know how we got into this topic. But
yeah, we didn't want this to turn into an AEW slander. We didn't want.
No. That's not. No.
That's not where we at.
Yeah, we don't. I don't care, and that's how I've said it before. If you're an AEW fan more than a WWE fan, great. Nat Meltzer is an AEW fan more than a WWE fan, but I don't clown him for that.
I will slander him. He sucks. I will slander Dave Meltzer. He's awful. He is a cancer to pro wrestling. I will say that. If he can come talk to me personally, and I tell him to his face, you are one of the worst things that ever happened to professional wrestling, pal. You and your choreographed dancing that you love to watch. That's why television is terrible today, because all you care about, you're a move-lusting, choreographed guy. That's what you do. You're lusting these moves, and no one is getting over. But yeah, 5 stars. Yeah.
Six in the Tokyo Dome, and 7 if you have your finger up your ass.
And nobody buying a Takeshita t-shirt.
While you're watching it.
Ain't nobody buying a Tanahashi t-shirt here in America. Nobody.
And again,
when you see somebody buy a Kazuchika Okada t-shirt.
Dude, nobody gave a shit about Meltzer stars. When did they start giving a shit? Until their parents are ex that started this shit, that helped plant the foundation of Twitter. They weren't worried about Meltzer stars. They weren't worried about this shit. I God forbid hope that a father didn't say, son, you're 16 years old now. It's time for you to see social media. I'm going to show you something. And I want you to carry on the tradition of 5 stars. Take this. This is Dave Meltzer. You stay following him. Bruh, I don't give a shit. Look, I love WCW, ECW, WWE, and that. This was all the 90s. This was me. I loved it. Everything you can think of. But as you get older, again, our music, I don't listen to a lot of the new school now. My pops hated Wu-Tang and all that shit because he preferred Biz Marquee. He preferred it, preferred Slick Rick. They have their taste. So at the end of the day, they don't want to expand on their taste. We're grown men. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'll never knock you for being a fan. Even if you're a super fan. He said he'll knock you for being a Meltzer. That's a different story. You might well be a fan of David Ruffin, but we're not going to talk about, But listen, for sure, this is not. I hope y'all understand. This is not tribalism, because everybody should watch what they want to watch. It's just these facts is crazy, man, and that's why I said y'all made it about the numbers, not us. We looking at the thick bodies, the men.
You gotta say the disclaimer
again. What's the disclaimer? We are very, very heterosexual. A lot of people. I think Chris had a quick little response with Mob. I think I saw that little conversation, like a quick little response to one another about what Mob did about I don't know what AEW was or something. But everybody has their passionate level, fanatic level. It doesn't matter what you call it. I'll never knock you for that. Never. But the second you want to get personal and call people bitches and say all these things and really make it about numbers, that's what you made it about. You get it how you live in this world. You reap what you sow. So if this is all the negativity you're spewing out, that's all you're getting in the timeline. My timeline it's nothing but funny jokes, memes, and weirdos that I get to laugh at on occasions, but not the weirdos that are trying to get your address and get you fired from your job. That's just ridiculous.
I agree. No one. You know what? When I want to buy this shirt. Once this guy's, I want a shirt of him.
Oh God.
Boy, ain't drew a dime anywhere, ever.
One of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen.
Man couldn't sell me brake pads.
You said he's Tommy Boy.
Terrible.
Oh, come on.
Couldn't sell me brake pads, bro.
That's funny.
Dude,
nah, you're too much, man. You're too much, bro.
Again, we used to have standards, man. We when Jay Uso is selling me cricket service 5G, and he's the best one of the best we got, we got a problem. And I'm a Jay Uso fan, but he the one that's selling me Minute Maid juice. Him. I'm like, that ain't making me buy that high fructose corn syrup. It ain't. Hulk Hogan would. Ron Simmons would.
He won't sell you Kool-Aid.
Man, the Big Show would make me buy a Diet Coke. He is serious, man. We gonna talk about the talent. Come on, man. We lost the plot. We've lost it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Buy my T-shirt. I did a great body slam. I did a great neck breaker. Yeah, buy my boots. What?
Ain't nobody wants stanky ass boots. Got athletes inside.
We got to talk about SmackDown. Gunther did a half-ass power bomb to Royce Keys, and he's finna be the undisputed WWE champion. He couldn't even pick Royce Keys up.
That is a big dude, though. That is a big dude.
My undisputed heavyweight champion needs to be able to pick up everybody. That's the standard.
I don't know if Cody.
I was wondering if it was a story. Was it the story about him like maybe struggling to get him up? Could that have been like because maybe if he got him up too easily, it would have seemed like, oh man, or like
I don't even think.
Hey, there's a market for that when you can't get it up.
That is true. We need to get Blue Chew. We do.
I didn't even think about that.
But no, that wasn't even the story. The story was Royce Keys looked great in the match. He looked great.
Yeah.
Like he looked like a world beater. But Gunther literally couldn't pick this man up. He couldn't. The power bomb was just a bomb. Wasn't no power in it. He couldn't get him up there to his neck. Like this was a half deadlift. He couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Like if you was in front of your football coach, he wouldn't count that lift. Like, son, do better. Like, and this guy's gonna beat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE championship. We can't even pick up most of our wrestlers. He's not 500 pounds. We just have a 48-year-old John Cena had the belt last year. He could pick up the Big Show right now. His back, he got a bad back. The standards, man.
We lost the
standards. Yes, we've lost it. Yes, the hell we have.
So let me ask you this: did you like the story they told of how they got Royce Keys the loss?
Yes, the story was fine. Yeah. Like, oh man, he threw that chair at Solo Sikoa. That's the best part of the match. I thought he finna take his head off. He threw that shit so damn hard. It was ridiculous. But yeah, the story was fine. Like I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed it. Like for us to finally have a match, the main event, a show. This was fine. I mean, they didn't bury Royce Keys. You know, a lot of people like using that word. Royce Keys looked strong as shit in this match. I enjoyed it a lot.
I was going to say my follow-up question. Does Royce Keys belong? Did he tell you that he belongs in the main event scene?
Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah.
Chris, what do you think?
Even
Royce Keys?
Yeah, I agree with semi-main event. He can get up there, have some more TV matches under his belt against some good opponents and a good feud to carry him out for a few months. Yeah, I think he can.
Okay. It's just the biggest thing, the biggest impediment is Cody Rhodes. You can't have him up here look strong against Gunther and then have Royce Keys go against Cody Rhodes 2 months from now and get beat in 10 minutes. You can't have that.
I was scared.
That's hustling.
I was scared. I was scared when the show started, when the contract signing and Royce Keys answered it. I like the plot, the whole idea. Well, if you're lingering to sign the contract against Cody Rhodes, Royce Keys, fuck, I'm hungry. I come from a company where they were burying me. They had me playing around with Hook. Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm hungry. I want to be a name. I don't got time. It's ticking. I like that he went to go and wanted to become, number one contender and opportunity. But then I said, against Cody though, you already fucking destroyed Ricky. You're not destroyed. You beat Ricky Saints the night, and you're gonna do that to Royce Keys. I was worried. I was scared as hell I'm like, oh please don't feed him Royce Keys to Cody Rhodes. Please don't.
Oh yeah, that would have been a burial. That would have been a complete burial because again, everybody. I know Aaron just left, but at least people love Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is not the world beater you want him to be. He's just not. And he's not entertaining. Like he's bored. I said this on X the other day, and he makes me want to turn the channel. Like just and this man is the undisputed WWE champion. That's bad. Rhea Ripley the same way. They're boring and creative. Like they're fine wrestlers. I've been saying this all day. Fine wrestlers, fine wrestlers. Full disclaimer: there are a lot of fine wrestlers out here. The booking is burying these people. Because if you got Cody Rhodes beats Royce Keys big ass, how you gonna sell me anything? How?
So, fellas, I know I probably derailed the show a lot, and I'm not gonna do. There are glimpses of clarity that I do have. We're like, oh shit, okay, let me get that now before I forget. I do have a marijuana affects the memory half baked. So Royce Keys now he's in a similar predicament because now, mind you, you can't elevate him to the heavyweight title scene right now because of what's going on, but you can't derail Trick Williams. Not saying momentum, but he's got another story, in the lurk with not only maybe potentially Ilya, but Mello. That's the one that's truly because now you're gonna bring back heel Mello. So he's in a delicate situation, and it's like, well, who is he gonna team up? Random tag team, go after Dame? No. Welcome me here, y'all. So we already found out he made his stance clear. He threw that chair at Solo. He said, nah, I'm not with you. So that means he's gonna get attacked. Come Fatu, right? Loyalty over everything, man. Bay Area, brothers. So once that happens to the foe, bam, there goes Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga, maybe turning on Solo because they are Tongan. They rock with Fatu. They got their 4-man. Solo has no choice but to go back to being the enforcer, but he has to acknowledge Roman Reigns. You got your War Games matchup, man. You got Tala and Tama Tonga, you got Royce Keys, and you got Fatu versus the Bloodline. If you're talking, I'm just only talking from a Royce Keys perspective because, again, Fatu moved to Raw. You're going to move it to Raw because of that. It's going to have to, you can't just throw him over there. It's not that easy. So he's in a very delicate situation. And again, it's an exploding time frame because once that bomb goes off, that's it. You're not going to be able to relight the fuse again. So they really got to be very careful of where they go next with it. If he's going to be feuding with MFTs for the while and then Solo, whatever happens. But that's just my opinion. Where I think it potentially ends up for a War Games is we see Bloodlines versus, Royce Keys, Fatu, and maybe the Tongans. And
I'm not opposed to that.
Than a motherfucker.
If they build it correctly, like you said, storyline. Because now is I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now is the time to start planting seeds for War Games. If you want War Games to hit where you're gonna get the blow off, now it's just time to start with the storylines to start to tell for the whole, get you intrigued for the whole fucking summer into the fall, so you can have that blow off at War Games. Chris, your thoughts?
They're gonna have to make War Games something big. I mean, War Games is in November. It's dead in the center of college football season, which myself included, is very big into. And I could see all the complaints already. Oh, we're Bloodline, another Bloodline type of War Games. But let's be honest, there's no other family or factions that are feuding with each other that could really pull off the War Games if they still want to do it. So yes, I do agree with that. I think it could work. Again, this is still a family brawl. This is still like a family War Games. The last time we've seen the Bloodline in War Games, but they were always kind of together going against, Judgment Day, the year that Punk came back, or you had the year before that where it was the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's what the story was. The story felt more of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's that year. So now this War Games that they have, it's really gonna feel like a Samoan Bloodline War Games. So if they do that, I think it'd be very exciting because, again, you're gonna need something good for that show. It's one of the last shows of it is probably the last pay-per-view of the year, and you don't want this to be like, oh, it's the last pay-per-view of the year. They don't give a shit. No, go off on a bang and then get your Royal Rumble season started.
Yeah, that's that, and they have to build it. Long storytelling.
Yeah, the biggest litmus test for this is going to be Clash in Italy. And this is I'm gonna get back to War Games on this, but follow me on this one. They're going on the European tour, and the main event of Clash in Italy is going to be Gunther and Cody Rhodes. the ratings for that PLE is going to tell a lot for the rest of the year, because this is the guy who has your biggest belt. We look, the fans are saying Roman has the biggest belt now with the World Heavyweight Championship, but Cody Rhodes does have the WWE Championship. If that PLE doesn't move numbers, that's going to change. That's going to change direction for the rest of the year, because if Cody Rhodes can't push it in the European market, because over in when we do Netflix, you get the US numbers and you get the international numbers. The international numbers has been surprisingly low over the last year. A lot of people ain't talked about it. That's a big thing that people need to actually bring up, because on Netflix we went from 6.5. Now we're consistently getting 2.5 on Raw. That's a 4 million people difference. That means a lot of people overseas have tuned out. Cody Rhodes can't bring them in.
They can't afford it. Oh, they can't afford Netflix.
Oh, they still got Netflix. They can afford it. They're just not watching.
No, they still got it. They're watching other shows on Netflix.
They're watching Ozark. They're watching stuff. No, they rather watch wood burning. I saw this one day. People got fireplaces burning on Netflix. They rather watch that than watch Monday Night Raw. They got 7 days to record these numbers. 7 days. And people Hulk Hogan, a dead man, is still a bigger draw. Go look at the documentary numbers. Yeah. So, I'm going to bring it back home here. So, the Clash of Italy PLE going to tell us a lot. And to go into War Games, they're going to want to squeeze in Punk and Cody Rhodes. This is another story, too, we ain't talked about.
According to reports, Punk is not coming back until Night of Champions.
That's what I was just about to bring it up. Is CM Punk those assault allegations doing something for him that he's not on TV?
You could keep him out of TV to cool down a little bit, out of sight, out of mind, so people don't, because when they see Punk, they don't want them to point the finger of him being curmudgeonly with the fans. Maybe that's what it is.
Man, the WWE can't afford that. This man is second, maybe the third biggest draw in this company. He a bigger draw than Cody Rhodes. This is the second biggest draw in the company behind Roman Reigns. You got him on TV? No, I don't care how bad it looks. That's controversy. You need that on TV. He supposed to be the voice of the voiceless. Man, you better put that man on TV.
Put him on Friday nights.
SmackDown got their highest rate with 1.5 million. Man, you tell me Punk ain't worth $500K? Man, you better put this man back on TV. I don't care if he putting a sheep into a shepherd. I don't care. Put him out there. This is wrestling. We used to embrace controversy. Now we run from it. Because TKO is scared the brand. Oh man, I could talk about TKO all day, but that's a whole different subject. But yeah, we scared to put a wrestler on TV because he got assault allegations because an overzealous fan wanted a picture. Man, that's child's play to what we see every day.
Every day.
I don't know. What do you think? You think K-Dot? Do you think they're calling him off for that reason or what?
Listen, if you're known for things like this, and you've been on quote unquote probation, we know, wrestling probation, and you're gonna commit another crime like this, you're gonna keep your people low. You're gonna say, look, man, you gotta lay the fuck low. Is it gonna hurt them? Absolutely. But I think they did this knowing that their relationship with Netflix at the end of the day is still where it needs to be versus fan reaction or viewer reaction. So in that sense, I think as long as they know, because they got to tell them, that's the network at the end of the day for them. They got to tell them, hey, look, we're going to keep them off TV. Said this and this and this. They felt, look, this is probably the buildup for, again, you got to do what's best for the business or the brand, but with the approval of the right people. And even though we may not like the moves or how it's going in regards to the ride, at the end of the day, they only got certain folks to answer to.
You're right.
And if they're okay with this, then I mean, like, because again, we can always speculate and think whatever, but TMZ would have got on this and said he was charged or arrested. TMZ would have gotten this even if he was released already. TMZ would have, them motherfuckers would have. I think if you give them enough time, they'll find JFK's killer. Just give them they'll find somebody who happens to be alive right now, who happens to be 97 years old, still being able to puff on cigars and be like, I was there, Harvey. I tell you. I'm just saying it's gonna happen, but you got to get the approval. And again, it's just smart business because even though right now it's a downside for all of wrestling, all of it, Hoss, I think you said it earlier. It is. It's the 2026 is a little decline for all of wrestling here. But at the end of the day, as long as they feel it's right for their business and their money, all we can do is be like, I mean, it's
fair.
It's what it is.
That's fair.
It is what it is. I mean, I don't like it either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even the biggest punk. It's not I'm not even a big Punk fan, but you just know, like both brands drag without him on TV, and that's got to be costing in the ratings. I know, but they may not care much about ratings. So,
and that's
because they get so much ad money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why we see more goddamn ads out there in these streets. You know what I mean? Than in a goddamn billboard now. It's because they're making their money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
All right,
we made 1.7 billion. My bad.
No, we're good. I'm just gonna say that's what we got for this. Just wanted to give a quick note to one of our friends that follows our program. From the Isle of Puerto Rico, Gemma, who won her match at Power Slap. She was in Power Slap last night in Vegas. So salute to Gemma. We're gonna have her on pretty soon. I got to reach out. I've been lingering not to bring her on. I don't know. That's just on my fault, but cool. What's that noise?
Oh yeah.
I said bitch earlier. Just keep in mind, I was not talking to you, AA Ron. I think you're cool, man. Everybody got their own thing. I just say that figuratively. That's just me figuratively. So I hope people understand. That's
and at the end of the day, like, again, we look at wrestling different. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Again, I'm not gonna go too much. That when Kat comes back, we're gonna do the outro and stuff. But it's like before you guys joined us, it's like, dude, I took, like, I'm the AEW fan. Like, go back and watch some of the earlier shows of Saturday weekly wrestling. Like, I was kind of like the Aaron, like, but it was always really good conversation, though. It's just at the end of the day, some people just look at it differently, and you can have that conversation. It's never disrespectful. I never once felt like Kev was disrespecting me or my opinions or takes. It was healthy conversation, vice versa. So that's just what it is. We just look at wrestling different. That's okay.
Yeah,
that's completely okay.
Yeah,
it makes for a better show. It makes for a better show. It makes for better debates. Hell, there's times where, even with you guys, it's like, oh, well, I didn't think about that.
It's like a mirror.
I mean, truth be told, we want it to be better. That's all. Like, we don't come in and just slander things. We want all these companies to be better. And truth be told, if the fans don't talk about it, it won't ever get better, because that means we'll just settle for less. And we give our time, we give our money, we give everything to this here. So we want a standard. I've been saying it all day. It's a standard we want. Yeah. Of course, we don't expect to be 10 out of 10 every week, but we want you to at least try to meet it.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, we might sound a little selfish as content creators, but you got to give us something to talk about.
Exactly.
Give us something to talk about. I mean, give us something to be excited for. Something. I mean, it's just, again, I'm talking about all of wrestling. It has, I don't know what's wrong, because every year it's like, okay, it's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. And then we have that one year that's just like, oh, and then we have a good year that's like, okay, it's very inconsistent.
I can tell you, I can tell you what's wrong. It's just like inflation. It's inflation in the economy. It's the same thing in wrestling. all these wrestling promotions see they're making money. They're like, oh, we got a good product. We don't have to change anything. We're doing well. That's what TKO says. AEW the same way. Oh man, we're not losing money. We're in the green. We're doing well. You said we get renewed for contracts. I mean, currently we're not, but we did get renewed at one point. We're doing fine. And everybody's just like, oh, we ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to do nothing creatively. They're still watching. The ratings aren't going down that low. They're still buying tickets. We're selling out.
Did he message you?
Go ahead.
Sorry, my fault. I just wanted to cut it. He said, did he message you? He said that Kev said his internet went off real quick for a lightning surge. He's rebooting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
But
yeah, I had that the other day, right before I went live for AEW.
Oh, okay.
Right before I went live for AEW, we had that. But yeah, I mean,
that's what I was saying, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but they're all making money hands over fist, so they don't have to do anything. There's no pressure to do anything, and the fans be like, because wrestling fans have this really sick loyalty to wrestling. They're like, oh man, we'll go through it for 20, 30 years.
Go ahead,
We'll go through slop forever and be like, oh man, it's gonna get better. And you go to real sports, people tune out. Wrestling fans, like if you like wrestling, a lot of people don't tune out like that, and that's the biggest problem. Fans are not afraid to tune out because they fear they're gonna miss the renaissance.
Yeah, no, I agree, and you know, when it's hot, like when wrestling's hot and when it's on fire, you know, I definitely get that feeling like I don't want to miss out, but it's none of these shows really that you're missing anything that you need to watch it live.
Yeah, if the PLEs and the pay-per-views are the things you need to watch, and that's what you pay the premium for. And AEW, you get your money's worth, but you still too damn long. In WWE, you finally had a good PLE in Backlash. It took the fourth try of the year. Royal Rumble sucked. Elimination Chamber sucked. WrestleMania sucked. So you got Backlash. It took 4 tries to give you a decent PLE. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Yeah, go ahead, K-Dot. I'm gonna make a text real quick.
No, I know we got an NWC. Y'all got that UFC. Y'all gonna be on all night too, man. So I get it. Now it's just look, man. Y'all make it weird. Y'all make it this. You know what I mean? Y'all like we cool to criticize. Like this is what we do at the bar with NBA talk, sports talk, and if this is what we do about life, cooking on each other. And it ain't nothing. We talk worse than this. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, like we gonna cook on everything. But y'all make it this obsession, and regardless. If people have a claim for bots and burners, that might be very well going on in 2026. But there's a rare few that aren't, that just love to cook wrestling. It don't matter the promotion. They'll cook on AEW just as much as they'll cook on WWE or whatever, TNA, MLW. It don't matter. Like, you just got to understand, man. I'm not with that shit. I'll laugh at anybody on that. And I'll hype you up and gas you up like if I'm there with you and I'm just laughing at you the entire time. Because y'all are fucking weirdos, man. Stop making it so fucking weird. If some people don't watch something, that's great. Taylor Mathis, I said it yesterday. A great content creator to follow. Her name's Taylor Mathis for Polymarket. A lot of parlays and bets out here. A lot of winning. NFL-wise, NBA-wise. The second she wants to get into WWE, you know the drill. You know what people come out. And then they start arguing in the comments. And it's like, come on, you fucking goofies. Like, come on, man. Scary Movie 6 is about to drop. The fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, Weinstein and all them held that shit from the way, like we getting our life back, and like y'all mad at numbers, like fucking crazy, man.
Welcome back, Kev. Hey, I experienced that where you just went through it, dude. Right before. That's why when
no, I don't know. Wednesday, you didn't hear the beeping noise? Yeah, that was a beeping noise. It was my surge protector protecting the internet. I could have stayed on. I could have let it on and wrapped up because that could last about an hour on battery backup, but I made the mistake of resetting it because I didn't really lose power, just that surge on that knocked off my internet because that's on battery. I got UPSs for battery backup just in case something happens, like a live stream. But I was the dumbass to hit the reset button and it shut it off to turn it back on. Yeah, that's okay. But anyways, no, this was great. I appreciate this. This was good. Look, we had over 2,000 plus watching us, bro. That was a great job. Over 2,000 plus on a Saturday.
Shout out
here.
to everybody on the YouTube too. You guys killed it in the audience. We had around 1,000 on all platforms. So
we're doing it for y'all. This is how we get over. Thank you,
bro. We were so over that somebody had to. They imitated exactly our title. And I always look at. All right, where is it? Look at the title. Let's Talk Wrestling. Exactly like us to try to get the 1.3K at that time. Yeah.
Trifling. That's what they are.
Imitation is a form of flattery. Remember, we're going to be back on. We're going to do the MMA later on this evening. My son, myself, of course, you guys are always all welcome to stop in, hang out, watch to see how the Netflix thing goes. Don't forget, the smoking sessions on the Sports Jedi Network. We're going to have that where they're going to drop there. Of course, we're going to have, of course, with the DWE TV, the Chemistry Lab. Yes, indeed. He's ready. Oh, man.
Again.
He's ready.
Again.
He's ready.
Oh, wait. No. That deserves to be his own.
Can you do it again? Oh, Godfather, Ric Flair? Let's get it. We here now. We here now, baby. Let me take my drawers off. Let's get it, baby. You don't want this.
That's the perfect way to end it.
Yo, may the force be with you. Let's go. This is just the tip of the force. Yeah.
Ooh.